Today on Press Start, we're embarking on a massive quest, Dungeons & Dragons, with our friends from Wizards of the Coast and Geek Chic.
Welcome to Press Start. Today we are playing D&D, and around the table you might notice some fresh new faces. We've got Robert from Geek Chic who's joining us, and we also have Chris right here who's our DM, and Chris is from Wizards of the Coast. It's going to be awesome. And we've got Greg who's also joining us, playing with us. So this is going to be really, really cool. Chris, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going to happen here today?
Sure. I'm going to sort of throw you into an adventure. And this is an adventure that I wrote up for the winners of the Child's Play charity auction. And they've already sort of taken a first crack at it, and they all died.
But you've already won, though, right?
They did it just fine.
Everybody wins in that situation.
Yes, and so you're going to be going on this little adventure, and we'll see how you guys fare.
Well, if everybody died the last time, I don't think that sounds like a little adventure.
So I want to actually go ahead and say that we already have our characters here, because I want to point out that I have a Belgos, who is a Drow Ranger, if I'm saying that correctly.
Ooh.
And we got a Dwarf Fighter.
Right.
Tiny ball of armor.
And Robert, you've got a Eladrin War Priest, and we have got a Elven Rogue.
And I'm actually playing a character from this new book. It's called Heroes of Shadows. So this character is a drow and an assassin.
Oh, she even told you.
I don't trust her.
She's got a book instead of just a piece of paper.
Well, I do have the character
Proper
sheet
character
printed
sheet.
out. It's got all my cards on it. It's
Features
actually
that.
a pretty cool character builder on the D&D website for Wizards of the Coast. So
Guess which one of us plays regularly?
Here's a
I also have my own dice.
I got
very
beer.
good, very good.
My name is on my cup, too.
Here's a Shadow just came out.
Well, I have a car. So there.
We've got
Kind of
this-
have a car.
This
Not
product
mine.
here is tied to our encounter season, which
Oh, cool.
is, if you know about D&D encounters, it's a thing we play in our stores.
Every Wednesday, right?
That's right. And you can choose to play characters from this book for that month.
So since we all have our cards, we get to skip past all the rolling for special abilities, or do we have to do something else?
Actually, your characters are already set.
All right.
Ready already.
Those of you who have the cards, these are the pre-gens that you can play at the D&D Encounters program.
Okay.
And
It says encounters on the card.
Yep.
Bling.
It's really fun,
I have to
actually.
say they're not as cool as a character you build using the character
Yeah.
builder. But, you know, for purposes of this, they'll be just fine.
Man, it's fancy.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Really
cool.
fancy. Sorry.
All right.
Really
what do we need
fancy.
to do?
Fancy.
I want to roll
Yes,
characters just
where
to
we
roll
start.
characters.
So I'm going to assume that you guys know each other. I mean, not you.
Aye.
Your characters know each other.
Okay.
All right,
just
fair
to
enough.
keep
Fair
Vaguely.
enough.
But you are first level characters, so you're relatively inexperienced. Very much like a Lord of the Rings type movie, you are a fellowship, a gathering of folks who are off doing heroic things, and you have found yourself in a small, kind of pastoral, idyllic dale that is run by a lord who's known as, his name is Lord Errol Zykus.
Zykus.
Big Z. Big
He
Z.
lives on a vineyard. He is known to be somewhat eccentric, and he has summoned you to his vineyard because he has a problem that he needs solved immediately.
All right.
And he's heard you've got a decent reputation.
Got the chops.
For getting
Great.
things done.
We can make it happen.
What's up, Z?
For the level 1, right? We're good. Cannon fodder, let's go.
Original.
Is a dwarf.
I'm going to flick your dwarf.
You don't. Don't you dare.
Sounds terrible.
My ball of armor.
When you show up at the vineyard, you see it is well tended. There are all these workers in the rows upon rows of grapes, and they're all wearing big straw hats. And you see that they are halflings, dwarves, half-elves. There is a manse, a stone building sort of overgrown with ivy that sits in the middle of the vineyard. And when you ask somebody where Lord Errol Zykus is, they tell you, of course, he is in his lair.
Excellent.
All right.
Nice.
All right. You are led into the house, into a darkened parlor which has the heads of animals mounted on the walls. But they don't look to be in great shape, like they were hunted and killed maybe like 50 years ago. And Lord Zychus is not even that old, so they seem to be trophies from a
Inherited.
bygone era. Yes. And when Lord Zychus enters, actually you hear him before he arrives because you hear this sort of clomp, clomp, clomp. And then when the door opens, you see a man about 5'8", 350 pounds, wearing wooden shoes and a dress.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Is it a
Are we-
nice dress?
Are we
or
talking about like a Mimi dress from Drew Carey show, or are we talking about like just a robe that a lord would wear?
It looks like a robe.
A muumuu that fits
with sort of lace trim. And,
So it looks
on
expensive.
the arms
So it's a proper
and
dress.
on the,
Yeah.
on the neck. And you can see it's sort of a garish purple color. And the lace is all sort of a golden or a bronze color.
But he looks like the kind of cross-dresser that can pay, is what we're talking about. Right? Is that what we were saying?
That's a good question.
Yes.
Okay, well that's
I was looking for an appraisal on here, in fact.
You're the
Qualified.
sort of jingle,
Yeah.
like he's actually carrying money on him.
Nice.
Fantastic.
So are we calling him Lord or Mistress?
You've been told that
Duchess.
Lord would be the proper term.
Sticking with Lord.
Your
All right.
Grace would also suffice.
Your Grace.
And he stands there in his wooden shoes, and he's got a scarf which he throws over his neck, and he says, "I'm so glad you could make it."
Nathan Lane.
Indeed. Yes, thank you.
Nathan Lane.
Well,
glad
thank
that
you for
you're here.
inviting us. Lord,
He says,
Your
"I'm
Grace.
Lord Zychus. I'm sure you've heard of me. I have plenty of money to offer you for the problem that needs to be solved."
And what's that problem?
Wait. How much money? We talked about this.
It depends on how big the problem is.
Sorry.
How
How much money?
He says, "We will talk about the money momentarily. First of all, you need to know that the problem lies in the village of Vergensly, for which I am responsible. About 50 sods live there."
That's a lot of sods, I suppose.
He says, "It's in the middle of an orchard."
He said lived.
He says, "I assume they're still there. I've never been there myself, of course. The Lord there has written me on a number of occasions saying there's a dragon that's moved into the ruin on the hill nearby.
Great.
He says, we must deal with this nuisance.
The sides of the
Be rid
dragon?
of it."
The dragon.
The dragon.
Right. I approach the Lord and I.
He sort of takes a couple steps back from you.
Okay.
So I approach the Lord and I say, so what you really want us to do is to find out what's going on with the dragon, right?
He says, "Yes,
Okay, so
in essence."
that's the problem. What's the solution in terms of how much you're willing to pay to get rid of this dragon?
He says, 500 gold.
I turn to my comrades
Each
and I say,
or-
500 gold. Is that a lot of money?
No,
No, it's not.
Is that pretty good for a dragon?
It's not really.
Very much money. I don't
500 each for
Can we fill up
one
a chest?
little dragon.
Where did you get the lace?
500 each.
Don't. Just wait.
He says, "It belonged to my mother."
You got more heirlooms like that around.
He says, "You would be surprised.
I like surprises.
It's going to get weird.
Work this.
This
When
is
you
going
get
to
to
get really weird.
Vergensly, you will meet a tiefling there. They're horned fiends. He runs the village. His name is Kamian Hakari. He will give you the details. I just want this problem to be gone."
So do we get half of the money now?
He says,
We will need sundries for the journey.
Right.
"We will provide you with every mundane gear you need."
So by mundane gear, you mean half the money then, right?
He says, "You're a pushy little creature."
I am a pushy little creature.
And
Yes.
I approach the Lord and I
I was
say,
prepared for that.
My Grace, my friend here is merely concerned that we do not have to burden your friends and your workers for supplies should we need them on the way. If we had half of the payment now, we would assuredly be able to take care of whatever may come across our path without having to bother you or your friends or your workers again.
Yes, I do not wish to be bothered. Yes, talk to my major domo on the way out. I will see that he gives you half your money.
Thank you.
Right, it was good.
I trust you will handle this matter expeditiously.
Yes, we'll do that thing that you just said. Quickly.
He says, "I am tired of these letters."
Right?
The letters from
Do
the
you-
Lord.
is there any letter we can see?
Yeah, we take a look at the letters.
He will go over to this small little table, and he sort of jiggers, tries to get it open, and it gets stuck, and he can't.
So we got someone for that, actually. They can absolutely open
Can
that.
I fist check the side of the thing to see if the door comes open?
Just palms open. He just
Roll for
looks at you.
fines.
And then he pulls out some sheets
We're
and
leather.
just hands you the sheets, and a couple of them fall. And there's like 6 of them.
Okay.
Is there anything else in that drawer that I can spot just from a quick glance?
So he did.
Make a perception check.
yeah.
So no
Your skills
On the
are
table.
listed.
Let's see.
On
Perception.
the-
Let's see. Wisdom.
this
Perception
side.
is in wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you roll a d20 and add 8.
19.
19.
You can see that there's some sort of what looks like a royal stamp in there, or a signet stamp, or a lord stamp.
Is there a way that I could take that without too many people
A
noticing?
thievery check.
Thievery check.
Yes.
Let's see. Plus 9. Dexterity 18. What?
12.
He hip checks it, and your hand sort of gets lodged in there, and it just takes all your willpower not to emote. So after he walks away,
I can fix this drawer for you if you'd like.
he says, "That is a family heirloom. Leave it as it is." When you look at the letters, you see that they're all written in sort of a scratchy, the scratchy hand of a kind of poorly educated person.
Half demon.
And apart from the spelling mistakes and things like that, you see that there is an air of desperation to all of the letters, and they're dated each about a month apart. So
Progressively getting worse, more harried, more.
about the same level of harried, but the words that are sort of injected in there become a little bit more, shall we say, slanderous.
How long has it been going on?
Well, there's
Looking at the
6.
letters, about 6 months.
Yeah, 6 letters.
What an attentive landlord.
And they all mention a dragon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all dealing with the same thing. There's a ruin overlooking the village. A dragon has moved in. When you're reading the letters, you get the sense that the dragon has not threatened the village in any way, but the villagers feel threatened by its presence.
Right, because it's
a dragon.
It's a dragon. They assume the worst.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Okay.
Let's make this problem go away.
We will do this for you.
Of course. That's what we do.
We can take care of
Day in
it.
and day out, we get it done.
Where's the domo?
There's a lot of ways to make things go away.
You would have run into him coming into the house. He probably would have let you in. And since you seem to be hell bent on getting your money,
Right.
you will summon the majordomo to the room. Yes.
We take it, we leave, adventure over.
All right, we gotta have our money. Let's go.
Half is better than.
He's really small. We can just run. Let's go.
This is Majordomo is a dwarf. He's about twice as old as you are.
Yeah.
And a long gray beard that sort of drops down to his ankles, braided. So you can sort of whip it about and actually probably knock you out with it if you wanted to. But yeah, he's more than happy to hook you up with your money, and he understands perfectly in dealing with Lord Zychus. You get the impression better to get as much money now as you can.
Right.
So
There
if
you go.
I see the domo and he's handing us the money, can I ask if there are any other letters or any other communications that the Lord may not have remembered or he might have forgotten about that the town may have sent to give him more information about what's been happening in the past 6 months?
He says, "Oh no,
Nothing.
nothing."
So can you tell us a little bit more about the Lord of this town at all? Any information about the Lord? Is he a
You're
friendly
talking
guy?
to the majordomo or
The
the?
domo.
Majordomo.
Okay.
Because the
He
Lord,
says-
the Prince Grace is gone.
Oh, he's
Very good.
Difficult to describe.
tiefling, adventurer, like I think
Old
Fancy
adventurer
words.
or
Okay.
still relatively young?
retired.
That means that he at least kind of knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Lost in
Know about that.
An arm.
Last name.
Kind of.
All right. So don't wave.
He's got a peg on him.
Troll, I think.
Okay. Noted.
That'd make sense.
Troll, tiefling.
No, Troll
No.
took the arm.
Took the arm.
Oh, troll.
Like,
I'll do that.
Num num.
Right.
Well, thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Of course.
I can't imagine tiefling being very good. Anyways. Anyhow,
So I think we're done.
Yeah,
Desperate
let's,
times.
There,
let's
right?
go. Let's knock
We
this
hit the
out.
road?
Let's
Are there any good-
let's hit the road.
entryways to the building on the main level as I'm inside?
Yes.
Yes.
There are like 3 different entryways.
Does it seem like there's heavy security in this place?
No, other than the old doddering dwarf major domo, you haven't seen any security whatsoever.
Interesting.
Noted.
File that one.
Yeah.
The Lord says, allow me to show you out.
Oh, absolutely.
And as he walks out toward the front door, he sort of grabs this parasol. And so when he leaves you outside in the sunshine, he pops it. Of
course.
So the sun
Covers himself, yes.
weigh heavily upon his brow.
He's
a warm day.
fabulous. He is fabulous.
Yeah.
He's my new. He's my
And it's
new
a beautiful
hero.
golden parasol.
Fab.
It's my new hero.
So I compliment on this majestic parasol and this lovely attire as we head out onto the road.
That's just all I
And
want.
thank you.
I just.
He seems very
I want
pleased to
that.
have.
I want that
Very,
for
very
myself.
pleased.
Parasol.
I just want that. A couple years adventuring, and I think I could have it. That's my exit strategy.
Why wait a
That's
couple
not going to
years?
help if
Right
we
there.
get any raiders, man. You got a parasol?
Why wait a
I'm just
couple
saying.
years when you could have it now? That's what I'm
Listen, all right, calm down.
So we've been let out. We're on the road.
Yeah.
Let's go.
There's a muddy road that leads from the vineyard about a half day's journey to the small orchard village of Vergensly. When you finally get there, your boots sort of sticky with mud, you see that the orchard itself is beautifully tended. There are people, it's probably late evening by now, there are people sort of hurrying with their baskets back toward town, baskets of apples. You can see the town itself is sort of a wretched conglomeration of small little cottages with moss-covered roofs. And then, sort of very proudly, atop a hill on the far side of town, you see a battered ruin, quite large and quite desolate.
Much livestock in this town?
When you look around, you see there's maybe a farmstead that has 4 kind of wretched
So really not
cows.
very much. That would mean that, of course, the dragon's not going to be coming looking for meat at that point in time.
Well, there's 50 or so.
Yeah.
There's
Let's
probably
face
a
it,
total
mutton's
of
way better.
maybe 8 farms outlying the
Okay.
village proper.
Predominantly
So
vegetables.
we've arrived in town. We know where we need to go to get to the dragon. But
Yeah.
if I'm watching,
Any evidence of
I
the-
want to watch and see where all the workers are going that are done with the day since it's evening.
Okay.
So we can.
Yeah. You see that they seem to be going to a central building
Okay.
that may be a
Town hall?
local town hall / tavern. You can see also, it strikes you that they seem to be walking around in groups of 3 or 4.
Okay.
You don't
Keeps
see
the
any-
rapists away.
Yeah.
So guys, I think we need to go see what's up at the town hall.
Sure, and there's
They're obviously grouping together.
any evidence that of the dragon from this far away.
You've seen nothing
Yeah, great.
to suggest there's a dragon threat.
Right.
No giant burning
Town
pyres
hall?
of anything.
Town hall it is.
I don't know.
Suppose.
All right.
All right.
Splash that about. Get some beer.
Yes.
Let's go.
That was actually what I was thinking.
When you get to the hall and you sort of open up, it's kind of dark in there. There are lanterns to light the corners, and there are a lot of people just sort of sitting around, kind of sullenly enjoying. The place kind of reeks of some sort of cider wine.
I like cider.
Like it seems to have
I'm watching my
infused,
figure.
it seems to have infused the very wood of the structure. And you see this cheery, plump halfling girl just sort of waddle up to you in the doorway. And she's just kind of got a blanket over her shoulders and a small tray in her arms. And there's nothing on it right now. She seems to have handed out some drinks. And she says, "Just wandering through."
Thank you. We'd actually like to have a table if you don't mind, so we can.
We
get
were
some
looking to.
brews.
She
Speak
sort of
with
turns
someone,
around and
right?
looks around her little establishment, and all the tables have people, and she sort of shoos some of them off into corners.
That's right.
And,
That's
Right.
how we
Start
that's how we,
treating
exactly.
they seem to clear an area for you and your money
That's right. Exactly.
The money we already
in the
got.
heart of this place. And you see the villagers all kind of nodding and smiling and whispering about you and saying, "They must have finally come."
So if I'm looking
Okay.
around the bar and the hostel or the restaurant, I think I want to see if I
Somebody
see
have
somebody
horns?
who's kind of running his mouth, kind of talking a lot.
Okay.
Somebody,
Yeah.
if I send a beer over to him, get him to come over and talk, he might be more open to that.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, it might be
You
better
see-
if I
you see
do
a
that.
guy, You see a guy in a corner. He is a human.
Rogue female.
Very sort of slight.
Fine.
In his 20s.
Oh, yeah.
With a sort of red trimmed beard.
I got
red
this.
curly scraggly hair. And he's a little bit drunk on the wine cider. And he's saying, "I told you, we don't need help with no dragon. The dragon's tame or something. Something wrong with him. In fact, I'll go kill him myself. Fuck him."
So I back away and I don't see anything. I let my night elf come up and do her magic because
Yeah.
she's like, "What? Dragon? You've seen a dragon before?
A dragon? Wow.
A black
Plop
dragon.
down put
You ever
myself
seen a
get
black dragon,
tankard
Billy?
each. A black dragon, and it's
Shut
Kira. You ever been to a Turkish prison? Plop down whatever it takes to get some of the swill, and one for each, and ask him more about this dragon.
Swill, the halfling says as she plants it in front of you.
I'm from a big city.
He says, it's bigger than a horse.
Okay.
That's big.
Dumber
Like, are we
than a
talking
mule.
small horse or big horse?
It's a big
Bigger than a horse.
It's a horse.
It's like we're not doing math here. Just let me tell the story.
The Clydesdale is an Arabian stallion. I mean, I just want to get a frame of reference.
Differentiation.
What are we talking about?
How much would you say the horse is going to weigh?
Roughly, are we talking in the tonnage zone or below?
I signaled to my
Are you familiar with
friend, shut up.
hands? I mean, we're talking
Let him
about
talk.
14
No, is
hands
that
or
well
16
tack
hands.
on, or are we just saying just the horse? So that does the horse breathe
The
fire?
halfling comes over again and says, have you already spoken to Hakari?
No, that's what we
If
should
you
do
could
from the
send- if you
beginning.
could
I
send
think.
him over, that'd be great.
Hakari, says the human. No, what does Hakari know? One-armed fool.
What does he know?
We'd like to
He's
find
no good
out.
for nothing anymore.
Okay.
What did he use to
Well,
do?
he could kill a tame dragon, probably, right?
He's like, oh, he's
It's
the
a
king
horse.
of Urbanslide.
Kill
Oh,
a
he's
tame horse.
almighty. Oh.
Have you seen this? You've seen this dragon then? It's black.
It's black. It's
The
bigger than a
black
horse.
dragon?
It's bigger than the
It's
horse.
bigger than a
Yeah,
horse.
and
Very
one of the other villagers, a woman will say, oh yeah, it's big as a horse, at least as big as a horse.
So I asked
with a
why no
wingspan
one-
about 20 feet.
20 feet.
Why has no one
Well,
done anything about the dragon? Is the dragon just friendly to give rides to the children? Or?
A bunch of folks start to get chatty now, and they immediately start telling you about all the things that have happened in the 6 months since the dragon came. First, people saw it fly over the town, and they thought, oh, they were all dead. Oh, no, but it didn't attack them. And then it set down. They watched it as it set down in the keep, and over the course of several days, it would sort of come and go from the keep. Never really ever again flying over the town, never in any way coming close to the town or making anybody feel, threatened. And people watched it come and go, and it was clearly a black dragon, and they were always told black dragons are evil, and they're duplicitous and snaky reptilian hunters who will eat their children. All the children in town, some 15 or so, were told by their parents not to go anywhere near the keep. A couple of the kids did and claimed to have seen the dragon inside the old ruins, but it scared them off. For a time, it seemed like that people in the town thought that the dragon was just trying to build a lair. And so letters were written. Hakari kept writing to the Lord to send somebody to get rid of the dragon because he didn't feel like he could do it on his own, and nobody else in the village had any adventuring experience whatsoever. But no answers were coming, and so people thought that the local lord was an idiot who just wanted their money.
Yeah.
And,
Which he is.
Entirely likely, yeah.
and then the robberies started happening.
The robberies.
Robberies.
Yes.
Interesting.
And 3 weeks ago, they tell you various farmers, one over here and a couple others tell you about a farmer, saw little creatures skulking around at night, stealing things from their barns. Ropes, wood, like 2x4s. Some farmer lost like a harness that he uses to hoist things up to his loft. All these things have been ripped off, as well as grain supplies, food supplies, apples, things like that. A few people have noticed apple cores lying around on the hillside, things like that.
Is it regular? Has been happening every night, some nights a week,
Yeah, in the past 2 weeks, it's been very frequent.
Okay.
Right,
And they've only been
before
taking
that, there was
supplies.
but right,
Yeah.
but we don't know that they're tied to the dragon.
Maybe not. You never know.
Says one villager. No, little Joey Mantle saw two of the critters at night outside of his bedroom window, and they ran off up the hillside.
Critters?
Whatever they are.
Are
they able to
Short,
Just because you're in a hillside doesn't mean you're in league with a dragon.
Well, but if you know the
He
dragon's
said they were
there,
as big as a
you don't run to a dragon.
shorter than my friend here?
Yes.
Right, really are tiny.
They're about half as wide.
I'm really short. I'm a little
Can you did
ball
they get
farm.
any look at quality of skin, anything like that? Any Skin color, pigmentation.
Night
Was
scene.
tonight?
So,
And they're smaller than the.
You have
Tonight.
halflings, you have half elves in here.
yeah,
Well, they could also be just mischievous children. We don't know that yet.
Well, let's start with the children. I'm really more comfortable
oh, hey,
smacking children's hands than I am fighting a dragon.
So-
Let's see if we can get the.
Well,
let's find out what's
Hold
going
on
on.
for a second. Is it possible to go and talk with the group without the people just for a moment before we?
Is there a corner of the bar?
I
we
wanna
can
just
stand
talk with
in
the
and have a
crew,
conversation?
just
Table,
Where
just kinda lean in.
here that you can talk without 6 people
Just getting all up in our
looking
face.
at you like this.
I know
I
sign
suspect that
language.
we threw down a coin or two that they would clear this place for us.
Exactly.
Is there a back
Yes.
room? Is there a back room we could buy for a moment, or for dinner?
Yes, through that door.
So we
Okay.
we go into the back door.
When you open up the back
smoothly.
door, you see it's actually
Outside.
the backyard.
So we're outside. We can talk now, right? What do you want to say?
I want to make just kind of a perception check to see
Yes.
if there's anybody listening in.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
listen to the. Make sure that the.
Yeah. 19
Good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
plus 8.
That's a great roll.
That's an awesome roll. You see, hiding behind the bar, listening to every word, is a small tiefling girl.
Tiefling girl.
She's about 7 years old. Very sort of sneaky. And you see that she's actually got, she's actually scribbling down notes. Taking notes. And she's in the midst of sort of taking notes when you see her, so she does not see you see her.
Is there a way that I can put my hands on her shoulders and say, "What are you doing, dearie?"
Yes.
Actually,
You absolutely can. What do? You startle her so furiously, she just sort of drops her little pencil and her little bit of chalk and her little piece of note paper, and she tries to bolt.
I have my what kind of a check do I need to make? To make sure she doesn't.
as get the 7-year-old.
15 strength. I mean,
So
So
someone
he
takes
grabs the young lady. Would I be able to use dexterity if I wanted to surreptitiously switch her notebook out with a blank one and pocket hers so that I can read her notes?
Yeah, she's taking basically a sheet of paper from behind the bar, so you can take another sheet and essentially.
Just swap them while she's focused on him.
Absolutely, yeah. This girl is totally focused on you. Wide eyes, little tiny horns sprouting from her head, long black hair, reddish skin, and she just sort of says, "Let go of me."
what brings you out here this evening?
Says, "I'm the daughter of Lord Hakari. Let go of me at once."
Lord Akari, you say, and what were you doing?
Behind the bar.
Taking notes, I think.
She said, "Nothing. I can do whatever I want, you know."
Whatever
This is
you
my
want. This is your village.
It's your dad.
We're obviously in the presence of royalty, everyone.
Apparently.
Yes.
Oh, this is not going to turn out. Okay, no, we're good. Keep going.
Perhaps you'd like to talk to my father.
I would actually. Where
Perhaps
is
I'd like
he?
to talk to you.
Where would he be?
And she grabs the piece of paper off the floor without even looking at it and stuffs it in her breeches.
Which would be the blank paper.
Yeah,
Okay.
Where would he be?
I can take you there.
All right.
In a minute.
I'm Lady Etheria.
Hello, Lady Etheria.
Very well. How about you give us directions and we'll follow you shortly?
Make a diplomacy check.
Do I have diplomacy? No, I don't.
Don't have
I don't.
Why don't
You don't
instead
sound
of
like you've had
that?
I have nothing.
You don't sound like you've had diplomacy, Mister. Where's half the money?
Instead of
Where's half the
that,
money?
I'd rather I'll just stay back and I will hold on to the child, and you guys can talk and then
Right.
Okay.
film
Would
me
you like to
later.
engage the... Okay.
Yeah. So I'm
Fair
gonna
enough.
take ownership of the child, and
Listen, you
Legal
little
guardian of the
You
state.
say anything, I'm going to slit your throat.
pretty much I got me some poison.
Yes, she does look rather intimidated by you.
Okay. So I'm just gonna take her. We'll go for a little walk and stand over here.
Alright, child.
where-
Right,
where
so
she
I'll
can't
assassin.
hear.
What outside?
We're going on a walk. This doesn't end well.
It's not my kid. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I'm just gonna go back inside and stand at the door, waiting for you guys to get done talking. Okay.
The entire room is completely silent.
Okay.
Like they're just watching you.
That's fine.
Just transfixed.
That's not creepy at all.
Okay. And the little girl is, she just starts tapping her foot on the...
Like she's impatient?
Yes.
Like,
Okay.
seriously, do you guys know who I am? This is my time.
My town. Say we can kidnap her, but let's face it.
All right, so,
Is there
Yes.
anything else
All right.
you wanted to do while you were essentially alone with the petrified villagers?
I'm gonna take out my dagger and just
pointing it at people.
and just look at it and
your
start
fingernails.
cleaning it. Yeah,
You see
Relaxing.
the little girl seems
Nobody move, see?
dagger.
perfect. Okay.
So if we're off
All right.
What did it say?
away from all of this, right?
Yeah.
Right, let's do it.
I got to pull out the sheet of paper and see what it says.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. She basically has descriptions of each of you, as well as little philosophical notes about what she thinks you're like as a person.
What does she think of my friend, elf? No, dwarf? Dwarf here.
Right.
She has a little note that says
Cute for a midget.
DUM.
It resembled that remark.
But you're the one that made us walk away with money. Put that feather in your cap, sir.
It's there.
And RIX.
R-I-X. Just R-I-X.
Yeah.
Okay. Does she have any notes about any other
You
members
notice
that are
she
interesting?
seems to be a terrible speller.
I think.
No, she's 7.
So wait, you were discussing strategy because
Right.
we're about to go see.
What did it say?
Right,
All
right.
right.
All right.
What's up?
So, I don't think the dragon's the issue here. I don't think he's bad. Everything that they said, there wasn't one thing that pointed to the dragon being the threat here. I think that the little people, or whoever they are using the dragon as, like, I don't know, leverage.
Leverage. I
The
like
question is,
leverage.
what are they up to, though? It's not like there's
We can
something
find that out, but I'm
worthwhile.
saying that we're
Leverage
sent,
for what?
no, we're sent here for the dragon, right?
They're using it as a cover.
Exactly.
Right,
If they
right.
can pretend, if they can
Oh, it's a
pretend-
dragon! No, I don't think so.
It's pretty clever. I mean,
Right.
frankly.
So wait, you think they're using the dragon to cover up the theft
I'm
that's
sure it's
been
been
occurring?
done before.
Right, I think that the dragon's just like, hey, check it out.
Although I have one
Let's
question.
live here.
I have one question, unfortunately, which is that if they are using it, shouldn't they be stealing stuff that's better than rope?
Yeah,
We don't know what they're doing.
supplies,
We don't
some
know what
apples.
they're doing. No, we don't know. But they're assuming too much.
Oh, certainly.
Right. So
Certainly.
I'm saying we go, we just, hey, dragon,
So let's go talk.
here's some apples.
Wait,
I don't know if I wanna talk about the dragon.
Whoa, hey, now come on now. There's just because you think that's the way it is, I'm not sure that we should just go up and be like, hey, dragon. I think we can take a crack at these.
I'm not going to hit the dragon. I'm not.
You said that last time, and you did it anyways.
I'm not going to this time.
No, okay.
This time.
You said that you were
Dragon's
going to
blood,
stop drinking,
right there.
and you didn't stop drinking.
Dragon's blood, right there.
All right.
Listen.
All right. Here's an idea.
What?
We stake out and tail the little buggers that are stealing everything that's not exactly important
You.
or worth anything.
You should.
I can do this. That's
I
fine.
can't.
Right.
That's fine. That's fine.
I sound like metal falling
Better
down
yet-
stairs when I walk.
No, better yet, you stay on the other side of town.
Or at
They'll
the
avoid
pub.
you and come much more towards
So,
mine.
Or at the
wait,
pub.
wait,
Now remember, this is the
How-
whole problem we have with you weren't going to hit a dragon, but then you spent some time at the pub and you hit a dragon.
Son,
Remember this?
We weren't going to talk about it.
All right, so I'm just saying, maybe
Right.
the pub's not the right place.
It's almost nightfall.
Right?
She's got the child.
Uh-huh.
She's drow. I'm sure she can see pretty well at night.
Right.
I'm a ranger,
Yeah,
so
light
I'm,
as well.
I can take care
We
of
can have
watching
3
this
different
small
search
town by
parties.
myself. You guys go talk to the Lord, find out what he wants to do, what he's thinking about, what information he has. I will search the town
You
and
feel
keep
like
a
you can
lookout
talk
for
to
what's
the Lord?
going on.
All right,
I
so
can
hold
talk to
on.
the Lord.
Who is really good at talking to people in a non-threatening manner?
Not me.
I am not.
No,
Anyone of you two?
Diplomacy, bluff. What are we looking at?
I'm +5 diplomacy.
Okay,
so
got-
There you go.
What do you got?
You're chosen.
What do you got? What do
my
you got?
bluff's
I'm
7,
staking
but
out the town.
What do you have?
I'm not bluffing. I'm actually
For
looking
bluff and
for
diplomacy.
information.
Actually, I'm
0 for both, sir.
quite
Okay, good.
diplomatic.
You're just going to stick out the town.
18
But he's still
charismatic,
smooth.
and then
We
plus
cannot,
4.
we
Agreed.
cannot take that away from
He's
him.
the
pretty darn
nicest
good.
drow ever.
He is.
But look, it's nighttime. I'm sneaking around the woods. I got this.
Right.
Y'all go
I'm
take care of that.
actually pretty good with talking to people
But you have
because
the
I have
child.
18 charisma, right? But I've got the child. That's my bait. So I've got 18 charisma plus 4, and then yeah.
So
That's
We're
your
gonna
end.
go with them.
Now
We're
let's
gonna
do
talk
that.
to the child.
So
I already
you
got
two,
the
I think.
So
Yeah.
All right,
Stealth.
that's fine.
Me and
Stealth.
him?
I don't know.
What is he?
And maybe, I
she's
don't
a
know.
rogue. She's
Sure, let's let the
rogue.
we
So-
can play good cop, bad cop.
Right.
You know, I'm
Definitely.
I am going to
hear
play.
bad cop,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is that
Oh,
how
All right,
Not sugar.
so we will go to the,
The Lord.
no arm guy.
One arm. He's got one.
Right,
the
one.
drummer from Def Leppard.
Right.
Hang on.
What has 7 arms and
Akari.
sucks?
Akari.
Def Leppard. Sorry. Right.
Wow.
Sugar on that one.
Wow.
Hey-o!
I knew enough about Def Leppard to understand what that meant.
It's okay. We'll tell you.
The
I will listen
drummer
to them
only
later.
has one
He only
arm.
has one arm.
No, why you think they suck, sir? I get the one arm. That doesn't need thought.
It's a joke.
No.
Why did you
I
derail
can
it?
think of an
Just a
album.
joke.
We're trying to
Anyway.
focus here.
I'm-
You're talking about Def
His
Leppard.
name is Hikari.
Who started it?
So who's,
So,
You guys are going.
so who's going to see Hikari?
We are.
We're gonna go.
They're going to go and hang out.
One,
All right, so
two, three.
you're setting up like kind of stakeout, making sure it's night is falling. So you want to make sure you want to.
You got the north side, I'll take the south side.
So they're casing
Whatever.
the town, looking
Right,
for
so
little guys.
we'll go back and
We're going
say.
to-
Actually, where is the keep in comparison, compass-wise?
It is east of town.
Okay, east of town.
Well-
so actually, maybe north and south is.
Who's
kind of a good idea.
stealthier? Because I've got 11.
It's good.
You are stealthier.
So I should take
Only
the east
just.
side. I should take the east side, you should take the west side
Oh,
of town.
actually, I'm
C-A-R-I-A.
9 plus 4, so actually. Wait, are you just reading
know
straight from your
everybody's
stealth
characters'
portion?
Where are you getting
Yes.
+4 from? Yes, I'm reading the column
You
that
got
says
the
stealth.
dexterity bonus on top of the.
Well, I
I
have
think it's
Stealth is
figured in.
11.
11 stealth and
Yes.
Is it figured in on these sheets?
Yes.
plus 4
Dexterity
dex.
bonus along
What am I reading?
Yeah, they would
So your
be
base-
That's good because I was
Base
previously
dexterity is
reading
18.
off of
Okay.
And then you have a
just
plus
straight
4
out
modifier
the
to
column.
that.
So
So that's good.
That's good.
So I have 18 plus 4 stealth. So I should take the side with the
Well,
key
you
to
have
make
you
sure
have
I don't-
18 you have 18 plus 4 dex. Your stealth is 11.
yeah,
So
Okay,
your dex is
you're
11.
11. You're still higher.
So when you
No one
roll
can
for a
see
stealth check, when you roll a 20,
So I
Unless
should
you
take
really
the side of
screws
town
up.
with the dragon if I'm watching to not get caught.
sure. I mean, ultimately, you guys have really high stealth.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I
you
mean.
guys are, you guys can blend in.
I am stealthy,
during-
so I should take any rolls to watch on the side where the dragons are, because they're probably going to be
Fine.
people going back and forth.
You probably
north,
could do
south, you
one
take the
stealth
east,
check
I'll take the
and be
west.
fine.
There
As long
you
as you
go.
don't roll
So I'll
a
take
one.
east, you
Predominantly,
take
the
west.
creatures were heading up the hill towards the keep.
So I'll take the east and be stealthy, and I can
Then you
observe
should-
more than
you
you.
should
I'll follow
stay
up on
Anyway,
the west. Yeah.
You guys should meet periodically to make sure.
Right.
That
So who's
Go
going?
check in every 2
I'll
hours.
send up a flare.
All right. We got a plan. We're going.
it's a plan. It's a good plan.
Let's
go.
We're on it.
Yeah, you guys are out keeping the town safe at night. The rest of you are hanging on.
There's just nothing to steal.
Yeah, there's apples, baskets, hawks.
Wicker.
We're returning. We're returning the
All right. So who's going to do the talking?
precocious and wayward child.
Yes.
To it.
I want to say that splitting the party isn't always the best idea.
Yes. Agreed.
This isn't a horror movie. We'll be all right.
Listen. This time it'll be okay.
I'm with you.
I
It's
promise
my
this time
time.
it's
I got
gonna be
plus numbers. I'm
I have
good.
always been a part of the party that didn't die, so I'm okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah.
Right back.
Y'all just going to the
my
door.
clothes on.
All right. I got the kid.
Yeah, you got the kid.
All right.
Knock
So
on the door.
We marched in.
go back.
Yes, when the door opens, a dark horned shadow seems to stand in front of the light on the other side, and you realize, yes, it is a tiefling man. He appears to be in his mid-40s.
Ancient.
Yeah. And for an adventurer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he is indeed missing his left arm. And he immediately notices the little girl at your feet. And she says, Daddy.
We seem to have found some of your valuables.
Someone from town told me you were coming by.
Good.
I appreciate it. Thank you. You spoke to our local lord.
Yes.
Come in.
Spoke.
She's fabulous. I mean, sorry, he's fabulous.
He says, fabulous. He's actually rather disinterested in what happens out here.
We
Yes.
gathered that.
I don't suppose he told you how many letters I wrote him.
6.
6.
He didn't tell us, but we found out.
Good point.
But interested enough to just, a little boost. He is willing to pay to fix the problem.
He says, it's an unusual problem. No one knows what to make of this dragon, but I've fought dragons before, and black dragons, they're all the same.
Is there a threat from this black dragon that you've experienced?
Black dragons are among the craftiest of the chromatics, and they are treacherous, deceitful, sly creatures. This thing here, it has no good intent.
But how do you really know?
He says, all black dragons are the same.
Right. But how do you
Once
really
you've met
know?
one, you know what they're all like.
Sounds like my kind of man.
Let it.
But so you assume, of course, that there's some kind of larger plot that's going on. That the reason that it hasn't done something nefarious to the village is it's waiting for some opportunity, some time, some advantage.
He says, right now we're dealing with thieves and bad neighbors, but it will come to something worse. I can feel it.
What kind of thieves?
Short thieves. I'm guessing
How short?
kobolds or goblins. Probably not much a threat individually, but in numbers could be dangerous, even for you.
Are this race of black dragon, are they often summoned by a certain person, or do they just come in on their own free will?
It's been my experience that dragons feel they own the world, that they can do what they want and go where they will. So, I haven't discouraged you.
No.
Oh no, very good. So, what can you tell us about the dragon?
He says, first a drink, and he'll pour some out. He'll pour yours up to the very, very brim.
It's fantastic.
And he
None for me,
says,
thanks.
it's as big as a horse.
Clydesdale.
Time lapse 30 minutes later.
30 minutes later.
1 hour later, he says, Clydesdale.
That's right, fantastic.
He gives you a fairly good description of its actual size, and you would reckon it's as big as a normal size horse with plus wingspan tail. It would be on all fours. Its shoulders would probably be as tall as a man.
I'm totally going to try to ride that later. It's going to be awesome.
So, where is the dragon now?
Into the sky.
In its lair.
Right, so before the dragon showed up, what was the lair?
I'm glad you asked. It used to be the fortress of a warlord. His name I don't remember. It was before my day. But he was charged by the king with defending this territory. And the keep was where he lived.
Which king?
King so-and-so.
So, alright.
He says, after the place was besieged, I think it was by ogres and giants, the warlord rode his dragon into battle, and in a pitched fight managed to drive off the invaders, but his place was never repaired. I'm not sure what happened to the warlord after that.
Right, but is there a chance that that's the dragon?
No, this dragon was ancient even then.
So, really big, and,
He says, I'm not sure.
right?
The dragon and the warlord were gone before Bergensly was here. And this village has been here for 40 years.
What's the name of the child again?
The little girl?
Etheria.
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 Yeah.
Etheria. It's like, Etheria, are you one of the kids who
I'm Lady Etheria Hakari.
Lady
It's her
Etheria
town.
Hakari? Are you one of? You seem to be the kind that doesn't heed directions when you don't feel that they apply to you.
Your point?
Are you one of the children who has gone up to the ruins and looked at the dragon?
She looks at her father, and he says, I know. And she says, yes, we've been up there lots.
So what do you know about the keep?
She says, there's an old well, there's some statuary, the roofs come all down and undone, but you can still climb up in the rafters and things. There's a throne hall with stone thrones in it. That's where I play queen.
And you play it quite well.
And I just as soon like to do that again, but the dragon makes that troublesome.
So you go when the dragon is not there.
The dragon's always there, so get rid of it.
The dragon, you climb up in the rafters. Oh no, you've been there before, but you have not climbed in the rafters since the
Within the
dragon's
last
been
6
there.
months.
But have you gone up to visit while the dragon was there?
Right. So, dealing with the problem here, it's just going to be shoo, go away dragon, or kill the dragon. I mean, at this point...
He says, that is up to you.
Right.
I trust your judgment. I would assist you, but My sword arm isn't what it used to be.
Yes. Lady, would you perhaps, we know that you have skills in writing, would you perhaps draw us a map?
Yes, she would be more than happy to. In fact, she will sit down at the table while you're talking to her father and begin to painstakingly map it out. And she's actually a skilled drawer. And what you see is essentially what I present to you here.
She's really good.
Yeah, she's really good.
That with crayons?
Color pencils.
Fantastic.
She must have the
Shades
64
around the
box.
outside.
She describes an entrance that's shattered, but the doors were once very regal and imperious. There was like a garrison hall all around here that lies in ruins. A lot of the ceiling is sort of fallen down inside. And then throne room is toward the back. The town is over toward me. So town, footpath up the hill to the entrance.
East, west,
Toward the
north,
back
south.
is the old throne hall where she used to rule as queen.
So I got good insight between you two.
There's some shattered siege engines around the hilltop.
+4 from my insight, I guess.
Okay.
She says she describes some old chimneys and hearths where little Mr. Smarty Pants boy who lives down the street got stuck 2 years ago. And she'll regale you with the time that they tricked so-and-so little stupid girl into falling down the well.
Timmy got stuck
Right.
down the well.
That's right.
What's that, girl? So is there anything else that you can tell us that would assist us in killing this dragon?
Camion will tell you that a dragon of this type has acidic blood.
Great.
It becomes much more dangerous when bloodied. It also has the ability to breathe the spray of acid, so if you are engaged in a fight with it, you would do best not to stay near each other. Try to attack the dragon on all sides.
Okay.
Shame there's not much of a roof to drop on it.
And watch the dragon's tail.
Right. Well,
If they're goblins, they will be easy enough for the likes of you to dispatch. Just watch it. They tend to set traps. Kobolds, if they are kobolds, then they're cowardly creatures and easily startled, but their numbers will make them fearless.
And we can throw clay pots.
that's a good point.
Okay, so let's get some sleep and...
All right. Those of you who are out in town at night, make perception checks.
How many?
Rogue
So roll a d20.
and Balgos, roll a d20 and add your perception.
Wow.
We're outside!
20 all total.
Okay.
So what am I adding up then?
You've got a perception bonus there, perception skill.
So you got your perception. He's
My
plus
perception is +8.
All right, and so you rolled a 1.
He rolled a 1, so he knows he's outside.
All right, Balgos,
I smell mud.
you're probably like hiding up in an apple tree or something like that, and just thinking, man, it smells like apples up here.
I thought this was an orange tree. It's so weird.
Going to investigate another tree if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
exactly. However, Kira, you see in the middle of the night a creature come skulking out of the ruin down the hillside.
Directly
toward
out of the
town.
ruin?
Yeah.
Front door, side door.
From the main doors.
Main entrance.
Yeah. He seems to be by himself.
Okay. Is there a way that I'll be able to tail this individual?
Yes, you can make a stealth check.
Okay. Let's see. Stealth of 9. Woo!
Ooh.
Well, 13 all total.
Oh. All right. You start to sort of follow him. You can see that at one point he sort of goes into the orchard and kind of climbs up a tree and starts pulling apples down, knocking them out. And as he's preparing to
Turns out I'm following Howard.
he sees you.
Oh, great.
And when that happens, he throws the apples up in the air and immediately begins running up the hillside.
Okay.
What do you do?
You know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna wait.
All right.
See if another one is
Yeah.
about in the area.
Then he vanishes, and you don't see any more again for the rest of the night.
That's fair enough.
When morning comes,
I'm not tailing him into their lair.
That's not moving. That's a space station. You gotta keep that. You gotta keep that guy from reporting back to the.
Too late.
Oh, it's too bad.
There
Too
was
late.
someone out wandering around in the orchards at night.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right, so let's.
It's not a TIE
I
fighter.
don't want to mention it to them is entirely.
That's right, exactly.
Let's
We
go
will
see.
have gone back
Whatever,
to the
it was
pub
quiet.
to wait for them to stop looking
Okay.
for plants
Yes.
or whatever.
Let's
Oh, look!
reconvene.
I found something in the woods. Maybe we should take a break.
A bounty!
Is it pizza?
A sorceress treat with meat and cheese. Smells quite fresh.
Sit around and observe.
What's this
what's
one?
going out. I say daytime.
We checked out
As soon as
the
morning
city
breaks,
itself.
go.
See if we can.
If we were all real stealthy, then maybe nighttime would work out for us, but we're not all real stealthy.
They'll be
so-
asleep.
No, yeah.
Why morning, though? We can still go at the end of the day. I'm just curious why morning.
Because he hasn't had a chance to drink at that point.
After
that's-
noon.
the thing
It's
is,
noon
that was
somewhere.
That was the problems earlier.
Exactly.
I mean,
He's more likely to be
issue.
sober pre-noon.
Okay. So, since we've got the map here,
Depends upon the night
We
before,
can have
really.
breakfast, have some Guinness, and then go.
Morning it is.
Morning.
right?
All
So,
So you guys can put your figures on the edge of the map, near any edge of the map you want, however you want to
Over
approach.
here.
The ruin is up to you.
I don't know where we're going in.
Where are we going?
Whoa,
Where are we
whoa,
going?
easy killer. Where would you like to be?
We can go right for the throne room.
We'll do the claw thing. You just start saying.
How about we just
Put you
stick
right-
in
Sit
one
on the
nice
edge,
little
right?
group?
Yeah, on the edge of the map.
Sure, let's hang out over here.
Wherever it is you want to approach.
I don't wanna.
Who's
climb
fragile?
up, so.
Who's fragile?
not me.
No one seems to be particularly fragile.
I am coming in stealthed.
Okay. Since you are kind of off there by yourself there, Rogue, make a perception check for me first.
Oh, damn it! It was so close to a 16. Plus 8, so 14 all total.
Okay, and now make a stealth check to see just how sneaky you truly are.
Where's my stealth? 19 all total.
Okay. You're pretty sneaky. And
I know.
you're able to get up toward the back of the ruin, and you can see there's a mound of rubble in front of you, about waist high for you. When you look inside the keep, however, it's actually pretty dark in there. There's enough of the roof.
I am an elf.
Yeah. Oh, you have low light vision.
Yes.
Through the streams of light that come through the broken roof, you can see that there is some sort of activity going on in the throne room.
Movement.
Yes. And a sound that's like ropes on pulleys.
Snoring?
No,
No, like
ropes-
ropes
No,
on
like
pulleys.
ropes.
Like they stole
not-
ropes
Wiking,
and then
mechanical
made
It's not
pulleys.
a metaphor. Not everything's a metaphor.
So like an elephant? I don't. Is it?
Actually, I want to do something a little different then.
Okay.
If they're on that side, I want to be on this side.
Oh,
because
good.
I want to watch him and them both enter.
Okay.
Oh man.
So I'm just going to
What
stay
I'd like
here
you
and
to do
observe.
This is
make
gonna
a
go
perception
really
check.
well.
That's on your character sheet.
This lovely one here.
That's it right there. Yeah, down there.
So the perception
And that's the die.
down in wisdom. Look in wisdom.
Yeah. You have
What's
a
the number?
You have a plus next to your perception.
+8.
Great. So you add 8 to that roll. And roll.
Oh, dear God.
Do not use that die
That one
anymore.
is done. That
Yeah,
one's over.
Put
You
that
don't
away.
see anything.
Put that away. Don't
make a
touch it anymore.
Make a stealth check. It's under dexterity. See how sneaky you are.
+11.
Yep, that's good. You're pretty darn sneaky.
18.
There you go. There you go.
So I poked myself in the eye, but no one has noticed or seen me writhing in the grass. My eyes! Oh, my eyes!
Oh, I felt my tail on my eye.
You're very, very stealthy.
That really freaked me out.
You think, by the way, now that you're close enough to the structure, that if you wanted to, you could try to climb up into the structure if you ever felt like you needed to get off the
To the upper level.
to the up. There's really nothing left of the upper level, but you can certainly get up there and hang out up there without too much trouble.
Okay. So since nothing can see me, can I do that now, or do I need to roll for that?
You would need to make basically what's called an athletics check to climb up successfully. That's under your strength.
I'm going to wait until my other
fine,
adventurers
fine.
enter.
How about the rest of you?
Well, since our guy that's supposed to find traps is really far away, do we have anybody else that has thievery? Because that was a cool idea for the guy that's supposed to look for traps to run away.
I'm pretty good.
You're a
with
tank. You
thievery.
can take damage,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
You can just roll through the whole thing until you set up all the traps, right?
I have a dexterity of 18 and then +4 for
But no,
thievery.
no thievery though. Right?
Well, +4 for
Yeah.
thievery.
Okay, so that's something.
Yeah.
So I would like to at least move up.
Okay.
Let's make this happen.
I would like
What's the dwarf's movement rate? Like half of a square?
I'd like the three of you to make perception checks as you advance. Yeah, the dwarf moves like 5. Ooh, that's
I'm walking outside.
The light of your armor blinds you.
Is this
What's
grass or
yours?
dirt?
Mine's 5 too. It's like I'm outside too.
13.
It's awesome out here.
13 is enough to see.
I'm thinking it'd
I
be
can
the
still smell
afternoon.
the apples.
There's a critter hiding behind this rubble over here, spying on you. You see his beady little eyes in the shadows. He's trying not to be seen by you, but you're able to spot him.
Okay.
Shoot him with something.
You're not sure if he's the only one, but that's the only one you can see.
Well, if they're that small, there's always more around.
And based on the way
Was I able to move up at all?
you'd guess he's a goblin.
Okay.
What's the difference between a D4 and a D6 hit die, right?
Was I able to move up, or was I just looking like have I
You
game gun?
You can keep moving up at this point. You can move your guys wherever you want. But the assassin knows that there's trouble.
Does she relay that to us?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to.
Seal hand signals.
Look, but don't look. No, guys, look, but don't look.
It's at 11 o'clock. There's a goblin.
I don't know what time it is. All right, so I'm gonna move up a little bit until
hell are you talking about?
until I can maybe see him.
Okay.
How many spaces is that?
What's
What's your speed?
where's
5.
5?
Yep. When you get
Or
there,
rather,
yes.
Heavy armor.
That's right.
And are the other two of you keeping up?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Then at that point in time, I would like the three of you to roll initiative to see battle which of you is going to go first. Your initiative bonus is +8.
+8.
Mine's 20.
This is 21 total. How did you do?
4.
4.
This one's fired. We need
Is
another
that a rule of thumb? 2 bad rolls that dies out?
That's it.
That's why you have so
That's
many
it, that's
dice.
a pretty
Okay,
good-
good to know.
When you get there,
tossed
you
it
see
away,
there's
trying to
another
redeem
goblin
himself.
here.
Well, no, exactly, but you can't
first-
believe that. That's always a lie.
It's a lie.
It's always a lie.
I'll change.
Exactly. It's not going to change.
You see another goblin. He hucks a spear, and he hucks it straight at the dwarf.
Great.
Great.
It's a wooden spear.
All right. He rolls a 16.
much
You're
does it
a
cover?
Ouch.
Not today.
Spear deflected off your armor.
And directly into me. Oh, damn it! It was so unfortunate.
All right. That was a surprise action. The rest of you, or at least you, can see the dwarf has just had a spear hucked at him. You can't see anything.
I'm outside.
Well, he's
You can make an
got his
initiative
nail in
check
his eye.
yourself.
Of course he can't see anything.
All right. Let's see here. 17 all total.
Okay. You had the highest roll. So for simplicity's sake, we will work clockwise, starting with you. How do you respond to this assault?
Turning, like reaching,
mind that. You're
reaching
all
back
Yep.
into the back of his armor, goes and just chucks a hammer right at Captain Spear Guy.
Captain Sear guy.
Ugh.
Did he know my name?
11 versus AC.
That is a miss.
Ugh.
Yes?
Well,
Right.
well intended.
Yes, your hammer flies over his head.
And the building.
And you still have a move action. I assume you're not being particularly quiet at this point.
No.
You probably
How can
hear
you
something.
be quiet?
Yeah.
You hear the rustling of the dwarf.
I think I hear
It sounds like beard and
a
armor.
guttural yell
I'm gonna
and
have
clang,
him run.
followed by cursing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Clunk, 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 clunk. All right.
He breaks into a dead sprint. at 2
Oh,
miles an
he's
hour.
fighting again.
If you see a square on the map that has a little white triangle in the corner, that tells you it's difficult terrain, which
Obstructed
means
half.
in order to enter that square, it costs you 2 movement.
I didn't take you that way.
You did
so
not.
bad.
All right, so when you run in,
Uh-oh, he's laughing. That's a great sound.
Damn it.
So you're inside the building. Get this.
yeah, you see 2 more goblins who immediately throw spears at your head.
Was that a targeted shot?
One of them rolled a 21.
Oh!
Yeah.
The other rolled very badly. The one who rolled a 21 does 5 points of damage to you, and that comes off of your
Hey.
points of 31.
Dry erase or
So just a pencil or pen will be fine. You don't have to worry about it.
do they write on these?
Yeah. So that's 26 points
you.
left. So the dwarf grunts as it disappear between his armor plates. And
My nips.
okay, that's the dwarf's action. Belgos.
Can I roll, because I hear the sound, and I want to re-roll my perception to see if I can take a closer look inside the building.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Really? Don't play with anything. Scratch the other eye. One of these. Use that.
Use the regular
Sorry, Howard,
size
what's that
die.
roll?
Oh dear God.
That's a
Another
lot.
one?
Yeah.
That's three
That's
ones in a
three
row.
ones. Today.
Sweet horseradish. Jesus,
Your eyes
why?
are Interesting or something. This must be the pollen.
Oh man.
It's spring season, and I haven't been to this actual area before, and it appears that there's a flower that is causing my eyes to swell shut. I have left the town without my Dramamine, and must be forth.
Why are you out at night?
This is daytime.
So I'm walking and I can't see, but I can't be seen. What the hell can I do?
Okay.
No, well, you have to do
roll
another
one.
stealth
It's
check.
entirely up to you. Right now, you don't see anything threatening.
It's day.
You know your friends are on the far side. You know your friends are on the far side of the keep.
It's cool, guys. Seriously.
I don't see anybody.
Hey man, what's going on?
Nothing to report.
Let's be clear. It's not that you can't see. It's just you don't see anything threatening.
I have not seen anything, although
It's
they may be
really
dangerous.
nice out here, you guys.
So do I need to roll for stealth again?
No. Unless you really do want to just not be seen, and like you want to do something, for instance, like climb over the keep.
I do want to not be seen, since
Okay.
I can't see a dang thing.
Sure. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
So 11 plus 11.
Much
Yeah, that's
22.
great.
See?
You're super stealthy.
So I'm stealthy. I'm
Yeah.
stealthy enough to roll and sneak up into the second layer of the building.
If you'd like to, absolutely.
So what do I need to do that?
Just make an athletics check to try to climb the building.
I have +5, so I'm rolling
It's not hard.
4.
Okay.
It's really hard, it seems.
It's not
I'm winded. Do I get there?
You do. Advantages. You can sort of climb up the rubble, grab onto the very rough, loose handholds, and climb up. Get to there, however. The enemies you didn't see you.
Oh, good.
Really?
Seriously.
You're the one who
I
wanted to go
rolled
on that
stealthy
side.
though.
You did.
But
But the dragon, of all creatures, was able to perceive you. There are other creatures in the room who have not detected you. You see
It's fantastic. It's gonna awesome.
a hole right in the middle of the throne room and a series of pulleys and winches rigged to the pillars that support what's left of the ceiling. And suspended above the hole is a giant slab of stone that has been lifted up out of the floor. So it looks like the dragon is excavating. You see around the room, near some of the pulley mechanisms, are these goblins trying desperately to keep this stone slab from falling. Two of the goblins, I'm going to come around so I can place these, appear to be wearing dirty robes and they carry staffs.
Uh-oh.
You'd bet they're wizards. There's another goblin with his back to you.
okay,
In addition,
still going.
you see a creature over here that looks just like this.
Doesn't look good.
Large, hairy, pointy-eared goblin of enormous size with two weapons, each of them as long as one of your legs.
Jerry,
That does what now?
I don't think they
It's
exist.
got two weapons in its hands. Each weapon is about as long as your legs.
Okay,
And none of the goblins or this other creature see you, but the dragon.
dragon has noticed
does.
me.
Yes.
okay. Am I done with my turn? Do I have anything?
You only moved at this point, so you may take
Done with your turn?
another action.
No. Done with your life?
Another action?
Either another move,
Be cool. Just be cool.
or you make an attack,
Just become nice.
or if there's something else you want to do,
To
just
the
let me
dragon.
know.
What's up?
But you're like
So,
halfway climbed up
okay.
the rafters, and you see the dragon is watching you.
So I'm seeing these characters.
Be cool,
These
dude.
characters are all like,
Is this character working to hold up the stone too?
yes.
So all of these characters are working to hold up the stone. The dragon is just there
Yeah.
observing.
Yes. Just so you get sort of a picture, these rigs go up the pillars, up to a point on the ceiling. Then there are all these ropes that come down that are tied off to this huge block of stone. The dragon's head is sort of looking down into the hole underneath the slab of stone when he sees you and turns his head toward you.
Okay. Freeze. So
His eyes get motion.
no, I got this. I thought ahead. So I see the dragon.
Yes.
I know the dragon has seen me.
Yes.
And we both know
Yes.
that none of the other creatures has seen me.
Right.
So the creature looks, he has not moved yet.
Correct.
I look at the creature, I sit an apple down, I motion to the bag that I sit down, and I back away from the building. How far away from the building can I get?
Make an athletics roll.
Underneath your defense,
You did think ahead. You did.
is a thing called speed. Sort of in the middle of the card. It's in speed.
How fast can I run? Speed of 6.
Okay.
Oh man.
So from your current position, you can move 6 squares in any direction.
Wait.
I'll run around the corner. Run this way so you can catch up with us.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm outside the
Fail a
building.
terror check or something? No, he just ran away.
And make a diplomacy check for me. It's listed under your charisma.
Which one am I rolling?
The D20 again. Yeah, that's it.
I have 0 diplomacy.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
whatever the dice.
Not surprised, Mr. Bag of
All
Apples.
right. You certainly have given the dragon enough pause.
Who is this character with apples?
Why did that guy just drop some apples and then take off?
What are the drow doing these days?
A drow with presents? What's going on here, really?
It must be my lucky day.
Wow. That,
And the goblins are totally oblivious. They're like pulling this thing up, and the dragon's like,
One of them days, I guess.
your turn, War Priest. Val and I.
You be there. Uno.
2, 3, and then I have to have. Can it diagonally moving again?
Let's talk about what you're
Yeah,
looking at
diagonal
doing.
is you move the same. It's
Okay,
just
so
one.
then I can do that. So I can throw myself into the rubble and then
Yep.
chuck a spear at that guy.
You sure can.
Or a javelin rather. Right, that is what I will be doing.
Okay. Just so you know, this goblin here is not a minion, so he's got some hit points to him. Some, he looks kind of tough, scrappy little fighter. These 3 clowns back here are minions, which in 4th edition terms means 1 hit they go down.
Okay. Well then, in that case, perhaps I will throw it at some other creature.
Yeah, it's up to you.
What?
Did you damage the guy that has hit points?
Okay. Thank you. The dwarf knows. The dwarf knows.
The dwarf has been in battle many times.
Yeah.
He's used to crushing
So all right,
crap.
I'll
Listen to that.
I'll
Even
throw
though
it
he's
on
just
that
got
guy.
a broadside to the head, he's still quite clear.
I'm feeling fine.
It was just the nips. I told you.
So
He's
sorry.
pierced now.
That's just an 11.
Okay, do you have anything to modify that?
That's
On your character, on the back of your character sheet, under your attack powers, you should have an attack power for whatever weapon you're using.
yeah. It's an 11 versus 18. That's
Okay.
it total.
All right. 11 is not enough.
Yes.
Flings past the goblin wide.
We're good.
Just to let you know, all of you have something called an action point, which you can use once during this encounter to give yourself a free bonus action on top of your normal actions. Just so you know. But it is now the rogue's turn.
All right. Is there?
Now, I just want to point out that his perception is off the charts, right? Has he seen what has occurred between me and the dragon? Or she?
I probably could have
Yeah.
line of sighted him
Yes.
dropping the apples.
Absolutely.
To which
So
I
you've
would've
seen
gone,
everything.
Yes.
The hell?
You've seen the dragon is
seen it.
confused, and
You've
you've
seen
seen me run away. Just think about that.
Am I able to get a line of
Those
sight
doesn't
on
run away
these?
very often. Yes.
Oh, what are you doing? That's fantastic.
Yeah. I'm going to stealthily make my way. Let's see, a move of 7.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And there's no difficult terrain technically on this. Oh wait, no, I got wild step.
What?
Oh, that's
whatever you
for
like.
shifting. Never mind.
Yeah.
Strike that. Strike that. Let's see here. 2. Make sure that I'm catching my studio light here. That was 3, right?
When you get there,
Great.
What's funny?
I got my eyes on the prize, and I probably stepped myself into a trap.
That's the best.
kind of did.
Kind of did.
There is a goblin over there.
Okay.
He looks like a butch little guy, and you see his weapons, however, are sheathed. He's got in his hands a rope. The rope goes up the wall.
Oh, that's perfect.
Across the ceiling.
Oh my god, that's so perfect.
Over your head, and seems to be sort of threaded and looped between a bunch of boards. And
That
debris.
leads down to the other side of the wall.
He pulls it. You hear this sound,
balls.
and suddenly all of these timbers and things above your head come raining down upon you.
Dex check time, huh?
He is just making an attack roll against your reflex.
Okay.
So, he rolled a 7.
64.
Okay, he does not hit your reflex. So as this debris rains down on you, you take half damage from it.
Okay.
So instead of 12 points of damage, you take 6. The other good news is that the weight of the debris does not knock you prone.
Well, that's nice.
You're a little like Buster Keaton. It all fell around you.
Exactly.
You're just sitting in the middle of it going,
So there's this however, there is this loud crash
Yeah.
and a massive cloud of dust.
I hope you've got apples. You're not getting out of this without apples.
No, I'm gonna have to go back to the orchards. I'll see you guys later.
As the dust clears and little loose timbers still sort of fall down with a plunk plunk all around you.
Toothpicks off my shoulders.
Yes. All the creatures in the room look in your direction. But it is still technically your turn.
Yeah. That was 5, correct?
Your move, rogue.
Run away. Charge the dragon. Away. Stab the dragon in the face.
That makes 7. However, that's what, a free action to turn, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's no action
Okay.
turn.
Yeah. And I'm,
Now the dragon's even more confused.
yeah. Apples and crunch. What was that?
Are they attacking me?
No.
The dragon's looking at apples. All of them just got startled by a loud sound.
Yeah.
It's chaos in there.
I think I'm going to try and maintain as much stealth as possible after having a whole shit ton of timbers almost
Yes.
fall on my head.
Okay. So you're basically just hiding out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hiding. This is the greatest attack on a dragon in history. It's like here's some apples. I'm gonna hide in the corner.
What was that? Oh, there's still apples. Oh, where did the apples go? Yeah. You gotta go back and take the apples now. And he's gonna look
Dragon.
back and be completely baffled. The apples are gone.
Dragon, be
All right,
cool.
I'm
Be
gonna
cool. We're
take
just here
a.
for the little butch guy over here in the corner. And once we get him, we're going home.
That dude's
we're go-
dead.
That dude right there.
I'm gonna take a minor action
easy
and
way or the hard way?
poison my dagger,
Okay.
and then moving in not all of my speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna use
Stab him
my
in the throat.
use my poison dagger. Move.
All right.
Shabow.
Shabao.
Wow.
That's,
It's
that's
dexterity versus AC.
Come on.
Yeah, your attack information should be where's your dagger at? Poison dagger at the top here. So +7.
+7 versus AC.
Okay.
That didn't
So roll your d20.
13.
Nice. That's going to hit him.
Sure.
salad.
Shabam.
All right. And according to that, you do
1d4 plus 4.
Okay. And don't forget you get your bonus d8.
Oh. Oh. 5 plus 2, 7.
All right. Does the poison have any other effects?
Yeah, I was gonna use
die from it.
the green blood oil,
Okay.
and it is
Immediate death.
the next
Says
enemy
it
you
right
hit with a weapon attack using the poisoned item takes 10 extra poison damage, and it cannot regain hit points.
Okay.
Save ends.
That is excruciatingly painful stuff.
That is.
Sounds excruciating.
Is that
impressive.
green
All
blood
right.
oil?
Green blood
Yeah,
oil.
you see the goblin's veins become this sort of discolored yellowish green color, and he just sort of starts to twitch and loosen his grip on his sword.
And his bowels.
All right. His bowels.
You had to say that, didn't you?
I had to.
Yeah.
On the goblin's turn, these two pull back behind statues and hide. This guy takes a stab at the assassin, rolls very badly, and then shifts away from you. This guy throws another spear at the dwarf. Rolls a natural one, sticks himself in the foot,
I love natural ones. Not when I
and
get
then runs
Not
around
when
the
Howard
corner.
gets them, but when
Hey,
I
have
before that
backups.
happens,
Yeah.
the dragon will pull his head out of the hole from underneath the block, and he will go over to say hello to the rogue.
You see, I was really hoping that this whole wall between me and that individual
Thank you
would
for
be...
the apples.
No problem, buddy.
On his way by. They're going to be delicious.
Make a stealth check for me.
Where do we go with the...
Oh, I'm sorry. I stole it. I've cursed it. I've cursed it with my mojo.
You totally did! What do we go with the stealth? 9, so 16 all total.
Okay. You're very fortunate. The dragon rolled badly on its perception check.
I rely on other people's misfortune.
As it comes slithering into the
like,
area,
what was that?
the dust hasn't quite settled yet, and you're sort of the same color as the dust right now. So you're kind of hunkered down and hidden. The dragon kind of sniffs around for any sign of your presence. and
6
is not
points of
detected.
damage, totally
All
worth
this
it.
smells is sawdust. Luckily, you wore sandalwood this morning. So.
You see the dragon just sort of gesture with its head to the goblin, sending him that way. Booyah! They speak in silent hand signals.
Seals.
The goblin will go over and inspect the apples.
Those aren't your apples.
You're the apples! Carl, they're apples!
Top back up by the collar.
Those aren't for you.
Pretty
I
sure.
want to stab him in the throat because that's not his
And he
apple.
kind of sniffs it like this might be trapped or poisoned or something. And then he kind of tentatively takes a bite out of it.
Apple lore check.
And it's your turn, dwarf.
I would like to do Berserk Charge
All right.
on this guy, right here.
All right.
The one who's poisoned and
Yeah.
dying.
You utter a battle cry.
I'm going to hit you with this axe that's really sharp!
Eloquent, man.
I know, right?
The goblin actually looks quite terrible.
So I use the Great Axe?
That's it. Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut your tongue
If you
off!
are in fact charging him, don't forget you've got a burst.
You got the plus-
Yep, you got that.
So I got the +2,
Yep.
plus
Nice. All right.
28 versus AC.
I think he split it.
That guy looks like he's
Okay, 6 plus...
He might be.
bleeding.
But they're kind of rude.
That's 11?
Okay, he is bloodied. What that means is he's lost at least half of his hit points, and you've sort of cloven his helmet in
In twain.
and chopped off one of his ears.
Sucker.
All right.
Try and enjoy stereo
complete.
now.
All right, Ranger.
So do I need to roll to move?
Nope, you don't need to roll to move.
So how many can I move?
You can move up to
Speed.
6 your speed.
Twice, really.
You can actually see that goblin from where you are as well, so you could shoot him from there if you wanted to.
Actually, I
He
want to
could
try and
run,
rejoin
though,
my friends.
right?
Since
Okay.
I've heard the commotion, and
Yes.
my eyes are just a wee bit bleary, and I think I see battle.
Couldn't he?
Yes.
He
If
could
you do
double
nothing
move.
but move, you can move 6 twice.
What?
Can he see anything, I guess, is probably...
This is rough
I'm
terrain,
so
though, isn't
close
it?
to
Yeah.
immature life.
So you can go to...
I'm just looking at my character
6
that
would
is
put me
literally one
directly in the middle
space
of
away
this.
from a dragon.
And presenting herself there.
She's like, "What's up, bitch?"
So if I'm here, can I roll for
will
perception to
cut
see
you.
if there's anything in my line of sight?
When I'm done hiding
If
and
you-
hissing myself.
Do you have 6?
Sneak attack.
Yeah,
Left?
yes, 6.
You can go 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4,
So
5,
if
You can go
6.
diagonally,
If I roll
too.
here, can I do another, what is
sure
it?
can.
Perception stealth?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry, diagonally right.
And stealth, if you
So I'm
want.
going to go for perception, because I want to see if I can see what's going on in the building, as there's battle over there.
Okay.
9 plus 8, so
That's excellent.
17.
First thing you notice is there's a goblin hiding behind a statue with his back to you. He has got a rope in his hands. The rope goes up to the ceiling and then across the ceiling in their direction. And he seems to be just sort of waiting.
Does there seem to be a lot of tension in his arms, or is
Yes.
it just kind of slack?
No, there's tension there. Like
A lot of
it's-
tension.
Yes. You don't see any other threats around. There is a well here, but there's nobody around it.
Okay.
If you want to make you could either stay where you are and attack him from there.
So if I attack, the stealth doesn't matter then, does it matter?
Correct. Yeah, you can either choose to not be seen by him and stay hidden, or you can attack him. By the way, he is a minion, so if you do hit him, he will go down.
One hit kills him.
Yeah.
You just got a hit.
I have 2
spectacular,
longbow attacks. I'm just trying to read to see which one is best, because
Just don't roll ones for both.
clever shot sounds good, but he's only got 1 hit point, so I only need to hit him. I don't
Whichever
need
has
to
the
attack
highest.
after I hit
Whichever
him.
has the highest attack. Oh no, those are. Just
Well, I see
abilities, my
aim
bad.
shot says I have the penalty to attack rolls imposed by cover and concealment is no worse than -2 for this attack.
Okay.
So that means it's easier to take that shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I take aim shot, I want to aim at this gentleman who's holding the rope, who can't see me. Roll a 3.
Oh man, change dice again. That's
Okay, so you get a bonus on your attack rolls. Usually it says at the top of the power description on the flip side. It's a 1d20 plus something.
Longsword,
Or not.
1d20 plus 3. Is that what
No,
it means?
longbow.
First
Longbow.
longbow, it's
1d20 plus 8 versus
That's
AC.
That sounds good. So you add a plus 8 to your roll. So you rolled a 3 plus 8 is 11. Unfortunately, that's still not enough to hit his armor class.
So, is it too early? Can I use my mulligan? The action thing?
You can absolutely use your action point.
Alright, I'm
Take
going
another
to give it a
shot.
reroll.
All right.
Fine.
Yeah.
Try a clear one or the red one with the black lettering.
It's not too
Change
early
it up.
for superstition.
Change it
It's
up.
Not too early
I don't
for
think
superstition.
it does.
Random is not really random. Even purely scientific, every person I've
Chaos
ever known,
theory.
you just have to start to realize superstition is part of this. Accept it.
We're rerolling. 14.
Plus
8.
8.
22. You hit him and he dies.
And what did this guy say? Don't use that same die.
Isn't it bad though that happened? Because doesn't he now let go of the rope?
Yes.
Yep.
He does let go of the rope, but nothing happens.
Right.
Okay, so it was
To you.
there was a pull the rope
Yeah,
thing.
he had to sort of yank it. I
It was
guess
a-
as he could have died, he could have pulled it down.
It was a pulls the string kind of trap.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're down 1, and I don't have anything else I can do at this turn.
That is correct.
Well, if you guys, want to do anything involving not having a dragon involved in your lives, you guys can go ahead and do that.
Because
I'm
pass through
busy.
squares that have people
Outside in. Outside
Yes.
in first.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3,
Outside in. I'm
4.
literally
If you
5 feet
move
from a
there,
dragon right
you
now.
will- Okay, you want to move
Where?
there.
No.
Because if you
It chose
sit over
me.
there, he will get an attack on you as you
Should
go.
have bought some apples, sucker.
So there.
I don't think apples
And,
would fix this.
I
Work
will do my blessing and battle attack, and
You didn't get a whole stack of timber dropped on your ass.
I also didn't go in there
6
blind.
plus 6 is 12.
Moderately blind.
That is just enough to hit him.
Excellent.
Wow.
All right.
So 12, 1d8 plus 4.
Wow.
That's 11 points
Nice
of damage, and
He dies.
And, bonus XP for you.
and the dwarf gets resist 2 to all damage until the end of my next turn.
So every time somebody hits you, you take 2 less.
He's
Okay.
good.
Did you want to do anything else? You moved an attack, so you're technically done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm good.
Rogue? Yeah.
So has
I think I'd
this
like to
person
see if
Can I
noticed-
actually have a minor action? Is that I can use one of those?
Yes.
I can put light in here with the sun's glow. Is that going to be helpful for us? Let's do that.
Okay. When you put the light in here, you can see that there is a goblin hiding behind this statue. He has got a rope in his hand, rigged to something on the ceiling. He just noticed that his buddy behind him died. So he's not looking at you right now. Well, when the light goes off, he's looking at you.
Chuck, no!
Sure.
Gork, what
That's all you
happened?
notice.
Sure. Just throwing some light in here, helping
Yeah.
us out. It's hard to see.
Okay, Rogue. You're soloing a dragon. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Do you have any smoke bombs?
right.
Living the dream.
You should probably use smoke
the
bombs.
initial
Do you
thought
have any
was
smoke
if
bombs?
any smoke.
I never liked him anyway. He doesn't have the money, right? You don't trust the thief with the money.
No,
all
that's a
good.
good point. And I thought the dwarf was foolhardy.
There's a jalopy in your coat.
The dragon.
That's the pain train on its way from me.
The dragon doesn't know where you are.
I know.
But he starts talking to you. In
Okay.
common, he says, "The treasure of Vitrion is mine."
Good to know.
Sweet, there's a treasure. That's all. Come on. Look at the bright side, people.
I don't think
There's a treasure.
she's happy about the treasure right now.
Thinking to myself, smelling the breath of a dragon. The treasure doesn't seem like that big of a deal right now.
This from the road.
Yeah. Well, you know, this close to a dragon. Even if it is only as big as a horse.
Might I suggest, since can I talk across the board? That you know the dragon is obviously interested in treasure. If you should have any gold on you, throwing it behind the dragon might be a good thing to do right now. Clink, 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 clink. You got half of the treasure.
It's an idea. Just go with it. Whatever that happens to be, I'd go with it right now.
Go.
Remember, you have no investment in this character whatsoever.
That's true.
Other than, other than
You're about to find
250
out it's a
gold.
brilliant idea.
Or you
Go
could
to
try and
work.
stab it in the eye. Your call.
Yeah.
I bet you could totally kill the dragon.
That and this is all for drama.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, it's treasure you're after.
He looks at you. That's right.
You see, it's funny. There's a rather impertinent lord that sent us your way. Funny thing is, sitting in his mostly unguarded tower, he appeared to have quite a few under his belt there already. A number of them with very fancy names that I can scarcely remember.
Make a bluff check
Bluff?
versus his.
Oh! Fucking kidding me!
He's really rich! And he has all this stuff! You lie! You like it, dude!
Please go get it! And like I said, I wasn't invested in the character.
Red shirt.
What did you actually roll?
Oh, 1.
He got a
1
bluff.
plus a bluff of 7. So
You got a
8 all
mulligan.
total.
You got a mulligan.
Oh, you know what? Actually,
Well, it's not, it's
not
not
a
really a
mulligan.
mulligan.
It's not.
It's
It's
an
an
extra
extra
action.
you
You
know
can
what?
roll for another action. To do something
You
else.
can try again.
You can try again.
Try
Now stab it in the eye, knowing
No,
that.
really, look, I didn't mean that other stuff I said.
He's got money. You
Would
should
that
go to
be
his
possible to use that
Action point.
a hopeful recovery?
He says, "Sly words, but I am a practiced liar."
I'm not surprised.
Hit him in the face with the gold.
I almost
Throw the
believed
gold in
you.
his face. Run.
I think bluffing him might not be so easy anymore.
Yeah.
So you just specifically came here for a treasure.
It belongs to my ancestor.
Ancestor is a word I've heard thrown around a lot.
And I don't know what it means.
I'm going to send you to yours.
That's not necessary.
This is a long conversation while we're waiting for the smoke to fall.
Okay,
I'll point
absolutely.
that
Yeah.
out.
Yes, he is delaying the dragon beautifully. At this point, do you want to take any other actions? Or do you just want to keep this dragon engaged? And,
I think I'm going to keep the dragon engaged and try
Okay.
to chat the dragon up.
all right. Assassin?
Yes. So,
By the way, you're all close enough to hear the dragon is talking to somebody.
okay.
What is that elf doing?
I don't even know.
I'm gonna
It's my character, and I
green
don't
blood
know.
oil my
Okay.
dagger again, and then I'm going to go this way and climb up on the
Okay.
top.
Yep. Just make
As
a
quickly as I
athletics
can.
check to climb.
Sure. Athletics is +6, so athletics is strength, which is 12 +6.
Yeah, it's just,
be a
it's just plus
performance.
6. Sorry.
Oh, +6.
I was just thinking that
Oh
you're
gosh darn it! What is
That is
green?
actually enough.
7. Okay.
13 is enough to climb up on these broken walls.
Bards used to have
Okay.
a performance skill that would allow you to say
So,
throw your
So it'd
voice.
be 1, 2,
Who's thinking about that?
3.
Well, I was gonna go here,
Okay, so 1,
One,
2,
two,
3,
three.
4, 5.
and then I'll just
Okay.
stay there and toss my dagger.
Yeah,
That
you
is-
see him through the slats in the broken roof. He's
Oh,
staring
there's-
up at you. And,
I can't.
oh, yeah, you can totally get it.
Oh, okay. Alright, so I'm going to do my ranged basic attack.
Yep.
And that is +7 versus AC.
Okay. He's just a minion, so if you hit him, it'll go down. Yes.
Oh,
You
why can't I roll like that when I'm trying to bluff a dragon? What the hell?
All right.
You're killing normal people, and I
yeah.
have the.
Yes, I believe so.
Running.
Oh, I
tell
can
you.
make one more move, so I'll go there.
This guy will appear around the
One
corner
more
and
step.
huck a spear at Val and I.
I guess I'm going to attack somebody.
14 versus 8 armor class.
No, sir.
All right. He's sad.
I'm sorry.
His foot hurts, and he said,
The dragon seems genuinely intrigued by this brave elf. And
Apples, sound, lumber, and a conversation in the
he
smoke.
says,
It's an interesting day for a dragon. Sorry.
"Call your friend, the one with the apples."
I really don't know what he was doing with those things. But
He says, "If he doesn't show up in 10 seconds, you're dead."
that being said, I didn't see who left the apples. But I can certainly say, whoever has the apples. What don't you come pay us a visit?
Well, you knew that we were over here and he was over there.
So I'm outside the building at this point. I can't
Yeah.
see or shoot inside.
I'm not gonna start calling out names. That's the oldest cop trick in the book.
So
Why don't you call your friends? I know they're out there. Come on, call your friends, or I'm taking you to jail right now. It's the same thing.
They come get you. Look at them going to get you.
Oh, well, if you guys wanted an opportunity.
They've all sort of been pulled over by this conversation. This large creature, which you recognize as a bugbear, just clashes his weapons together expectantly, looking forward to smashing in your elven skull. The two goblin
they're not happy
wizards,
about
you can see that they're sort of summoning little eldritch spheres of crackling energy in their hands, playfully, gleefully waiting for an opportunity to throw them. The others have their spears and swords out. 9 seconds.
So if I use action, do I have enough action to climb up here, or do I need to roll for that?
To climb, you would have to make an athletics check to succeed. It's
Remember
not
how
hard.
that went
If I have 6, can I go around here?
Don't tell
You
them it's
can.
not hard.
Yeah,
Okay.
on your turn.
So it's not
Yeah,
my
it's not
turn.
your turn.
So I need to.
Yes.
He's going to
Those
die.
guys have all taken their actions, so it's the dwarves' turn.
I'm going to run this way.
I don't think the dragon's
How many? Is there 5?
12.
still doesn't
Or
know
10.
exactly where I am.
One,
Just
two,
a general
oh.
idea.
If all you're doing is running, you can add.
So long as the
another
dragon
4
hasn't
to that,
cast any
because-
kind
Yeah,
of
I'm just
spells or
running to
anything
get
at this
over
point in
here.
time.
1, 2,
And the goblins
3,
haven't
4,
realized that they
5,
can cast
6,
light in the area or something like that.
7,
That would
8,
bring
9,
right out into the
10.
darkness.
Is that a wall?
Yes.
Okay, so
10,
Okay.
11,
I think so. I think that's a good delusion
You
to
run
keep
all the way
yourself
there.
under. You
You know,
definitely
if
are
I
running.
pretend until they tear my
All right,
guts
you
out.
see
to
the dragon. They obviously see
Okay.
you.
The bugbear will in fact turn around.
I brought the apples!
All right, you're up.
Is that your battle cry? Clank, 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 clank.
an apple on the very tip of the battle axe.
Essentially, we've gotten the tiny 3-foot-tall pickup truck. Yelling about Apple.
Here comes the pain
You
train.
said you wanted to climb up?
Not now.
I
It's not necessary.
Second thought, no.
Maybe it didn't.
Now we bought that dwarf. So we've got this area occupied by him. There are no other enemies here. All of them are focused on this gentleman, correct?
You're not sure because you can't
We're not
see
sure,
him.
yeah.
So do I need to roll for perception first, or do I need to?
You can't see through
you're in a-
walls.
you
I
got
need to
no
climb
line
up
of
here
sight
first.
there.
So I'm rolling the 24 athletics, right?
Yeah.
That's why I was hoping to back around this corner here, but apparently
13.
the dragon is.
That's going to do it.
So I'm climbing up.
Yeah, just
I'm
hop
on the
around the
walls.
Yep.
And I want to make another perception check to make sure there's no other enemies hiding.
Okay.
10.
You do not see any other enemies hiding.
Do not see any other enemies hiding. Okay. So if there's 10, okay, ideally, which one of these is more dangerous, the dragon or this gentleman?
Do the dragon.
The dragon, almost assuredly.
I have no idea what this is.
Bugbear
I
is
have to
probably
ask.
still badass.
Medium.
But
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
about on par with the rest of us. These guys, throwaway. This guy, about on par. This guy, we need to come together to be able to kill this thing.
Like a real family for once.
Like a real family.
So can I go for a clever shot against the dragon?
you can. He has cover because of all the intervening
shot.
Hit the bugbear.
boards and rafters and things.
Okay, so I should probably go for the bugbear then, and I'm going to go for the clever shot,
Okay.
and 14.
What do you add to that?
I'm adding the target falls prone.
No. You add your,
Number.
your. What do you throw? You're throwing something? Is it-
1d20 plus X.
It's
So,
I'm using my longbow.
Here, sorry, this one?
Yes, my longbow.
So, yeah, you make a longbow attack, which is d20 plus 8. So you add 8 to your roll. 14 and 8 is 22, so that's going to hit him.
Okay. And I want him. Oh,
Yeah, you'll also do damage. You'll do a d10 plus 5.
Okay.
And you'll also get your effect.
So I need to roll a d10.
Yes. Something else you'll want to know
Yes.
is that as a ranger, you have an ability called the Hunter's Quarry, which means you can designate the nearest enemy to you as your quarry. The good news about this is you deal extra damage when you hit. So,
But only against that guy.
only against that guy.
I think it would be wise to designate the dragon as my enemy.
It has to be the closest.
It has to be the
one.
closest,
Oh,
so
the
it has to be the
closest.
bugbear.
And
it
trust
has to be
me,
the bugbear.
this
As it
guy's
happens,
this
the
guy's
bugbear
bad
is the
anyway.
closest to you.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
your Hunter's Quarry,
You may as
if I'm
well.
not mistaken.
I didn't see it on there.
I'm about 75% screwed at this point, so.
Just bamf and just run.
Yeah, bam.
think it's 2d8. So you get to.
I was contemplating that, but I think I want to play this out.
Yeah, that's going to work good. As long as I can. I'm going to
So what am I rolling for now?
I'm going to try to hack them all to bits.
Well, it still doesn't know exactly where I am. And if it turns to you, I can get a backstab.
It'll know very soon.
It'll know very soon after I backstab, and then blitz
1d10
my ass
plus
out as
5.
fast as possible.
6.
11.
And then plus these
that.
2.
Yeah. Plus 3.
3.
Okay, so you shoot
Better
the
than nothing.
bugbear in the shoulder for 14 points of damage. And he
good.
lets out a scream.
Doesn't the target fall
It's just like
prone?
my cat will get it.
What sound does a bugbear make?
Does the target fall prone as well?
He does. You can push him all down.
Wait, does he fall prone on top of the arrow? Just wondering. That sounds painful. I'm just
All right,
saying.
good shot. And you're up.
Oh, I'll keep chasing him by. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Like hiding behind the
The
dwarf.
goblin's like, where? What?
That's actually, it's like I'm completely combat capable. All of my plane of attack is way above his head.
It's like hiding behind a milk
It's like
crate.
fighting an 8-armed creature right now. It's a Shiva right now.
Makashiva!
Let's do this.
Oh.
The dragon says, "You have more friends than you let on."
I wasn't sure that they all followed me.
I don't know these guys.
I
Really?
I just knew the guy with the apples. That's it.
What would you like to do, Rogue?
Bamf.
Does it appear that the dragon actually knows where I am? Has he picked me out of the lineup, as it were?
Only because you were talking to him.
Only because I spoke.
You had a 10-minute conversation there, buddy. He can hear you.
Well, that's why I was saying, like, bards used to have, like, the performance.
You're not a bard.
ability
What are you
which
gonna
allow you to
You're,
Do it!
You're not a
hear your
bard.
voice.
Not a bard.
Do I shove it into the red line? I don't think I can talk my way out of this one.
No, you can't.
Nope.
Really.
Oh, the dragon hasn't attacked you yet.
Screw the poo.
Oh, that's true.
The gnome is itching to get to his turn.
Just be like, hey, look.
You could give him.
Have your treasure.
Guaranteed.
I'm just gonna go.
That's what I was thinking about.
You guys
initially.
are busy.
Oh, you just
I'm
wanted
really
treasure?
sorry.
That's fine. We just wanted you out of here. Like, by next
So if
week.
you're gonna leave once you got the treasure, we're good.
Yeah, let's
we're
help
out.
you get the treasure. I love this plan. This is a good plan. Tell him that it will help him. He'll
You should
leave, we'll
roll
get
to
money, it'll be
stealthily
good.
backflip out of the smoke in the building.
We're way better than the guys we've already killed.
Yeah.
He
So
knows
roll,
that.
so roll for stealth
Let's
and
be
then roll
dragon
for
minions.
athletics to see if you can ninja out of there.
You can do that.
Because I don't think that dragon is going to eat your face.
Decision time, brother.
Ninja it up, dude.
Shift up to 3s. I'm taking a look at some of the tricks I got under my belt here.
Got nothing that beats a dragon.
I don't gotta outrun that dragon. I just gotta outrun you.
And currently, that's going to be hard. I got a good head start.
No, I can do this. I got the fastest move speed of the entire party.
If that's in rough terrain, he could shift 3
Yeah.
and then run, right?
Yep.
Or shift
Only
movement.
gain 1
Yeah.
square per turn.
As a matter of fact, let's see. I got actually several tricks.
If you can shift 3, then shift 3 and run.
That's kind of what I was thinking, because 3 would put me fully outside of the building.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and
Yep,
then
and then just
blitz
run.
it down the side of the
Benny
building.
Hill style.
Yeah. Here's my question. Action-wise, is there a way that I can make another bluff check before attempting that haul-ass maneuver?
To what?
Why?
What would be the bluff? What would you be trying to do? Would you be?
You don't need to bluff to run away.
We're
You just do
good.
it.
Just, I mean, you styled it up. You got us time to get in.
Would
I
you
would
be
say
building
just,
an effigy of yourself out of pillows and boards.
yeah. I would peace out, man.
Yeah, peace out.
Peace
I was
out.
probably just going to name drop that we brought a regiment before saying it.
Yeah, like sort of scare the dragon into not attacking you.
Bringing in a lot of people, so
don't
maybe
vote for
talking
him,
this
dude.
out is the best
Absolutely.
idea.
Yes.
Yeah. Kind of
Right.
cow them into buying
about
a little
80
bit
friends,
more
they all have
time
apples.
at this
So
point.
what are you gonna
This is a
do?
bluff check.
This is,
Go make an insight check.
9 plus, what was my bluff again? 7, so 16.
You suck at this life.
Let's book! 1, 2, 3, and then I've got, double my standard speed?
Yeah.
If you're
14.
running,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11. 11?
Yeah, you use 3 plus 11.
3. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was the. I'm probably
he
reading
was,
that wrong,
I think
actually.
he was shifting.
Shift up to 3 squares.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the tumbling trick.
That by itself is a move, though, right? That's a move action for
Let
you.
me look here. Next time
Yeah,
it hits.
It is. That's what I was asking, is if the shift was the move.
Got
Okay.
it.
So in that
Yeah.
case, you can shoot
that
at 3 and then move 7.
7. So it's one less than you would just did. It's just one less where you
So
went.
that was right
So back up 4.
here.
1, 2, 3. There you go. All right.
I'm getting a lot of glare off of the lights on that side of the table, so I'm like, I think, is that a, nope, that's a giant
Okay.
rock.
Assassin.
Okay, so
I'm going to be followed shortly.
so we're
The rogue is running.
So I
out
guess
of
one
the building.
of
Holy
You've seen someone sneakily drop apples.
Oh, yeah.
He's heard a loud sound. He's had a conversation with smoke. And he turned around and 4 of his guys are dead. I'm just pointing that out.
We're totally winning, guys. You don't understand.
Nobody believes me.
We're inside his head.
We're inside his head.
We're inside his head.
Yes,
can't-
you're winning. Just keep telling yourself that.
That's the only way to make this work out for me is to lie myself. I like myself. I'm not real good at bluffing myself.
Whatever
but,
helps
I'm
you
gonna
sleep
give
You
at
it
night,
run along
man.
the wall and
yeah, I think I'm gonna run along,
Shoot the
stay along
bugbear?
the wall. I'm gonna poison green blood oil,
Yep.
and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait,
that's 5. The end is 5.
You're good.
I need 6 though.
You can go.
You can not go 6.
You can jump down.
I could just stay here though, right?
You could stay there.
Or I
You could
can
stay
go
there. If
here.
you're up on the wall, that's
I can go
good.
here.
Yeah.
So
That's
I hop
advantage.
over, and then the guy, the bugbear,
Yep.
he's just
He's prone.
prone
Yeah.
and waiting for me to
He's
stab
fallen
him,
and you
right?
can't get up.
So you get, because he's down,
Too bad
she
they haven't
gets,
invented life alert yet.
she gets more
I'm gonna,
damage.
I'm gonna
Right.
Okay.
ranged basic attack him
Sounds
again.
good.
So dagger +7 versus AC.
She gets more damage.
You're stuck at
because
this
he's
lying
prone,
thing.
right? I thought it was like
You didn't even see
like
that.
doing
Still smoky.
CA.
Combat advantage.
That would be.
Oh, okay, it's CA.
That would not be it.
This is the best dragon attack ever.
All right. You guys are rolling ones like nobody's business, unfortunately.
This is the worst rolling day I think I've had.
So, yeah, that misses the bugbear. He doesn't even know he's being attacked.
He just laughs.
So the good thing is you're clear to stab him or chop him.
Yeah, but that,
So-
that would be after they've done their stuff.
Yeah.
All right, the dragon's turn. He will turn around to address the dwarf and the war priest.
Hi!
That was weird. What's going on back here?
He brought the apples.
You brought the apples?
He brought the apples.
He hasn't seen me.
Just to be clear.
He brought
Stretches
the apples.
his wings out, and with a great buffet, that's a good word, and a great amount of debris blown up in the air, he lifts up, smashes through the remaining timbers
Balls.
in the ceiling, and you hear a flapping noise above.
Oh, that's right. He can fly.
Surprise.
All right, and he will come crashing down right here.
Oh,
Ha, suckers! I'll see you guys at town hall, or not.
He's facing at this shiny dwarf here, so I think I'm cool for now.
He'll crash down through the ceiling there, sort of between you and his treasure.
Very, very stringy, lots of
And,
metal,
he
hard to
says,
digest.
You have one more chance to leave this place. You don't belong here. And you don't want to see me when I'm angry.
That's a green dragon, not a black dragon.
can you? What's
So if
your
I should suggest,
what's your talking to people thing?
Talking to people.
I'm a dwarf. I don't talk to people. I have an intimidate of 5, so
Well-
I can. I'm angry. Look at me.
Dragons have gonads, right? I can cut those off. Balls!
The bugbear comes charging out through the broken wall.
Seeing as he was... Okay.
Comes charging at you with his 2 weapons.
well, I was going to suggest that if you two say, okay, you're going to leave and
There's
take a
only
few
one of
steps
you.
back, both me and her can get another shot before he attacks you.
It's
AC...
We're going to need
16?
to kill this
He hits
thing.
you.
Now.
Yeah.
It is Morning Star.
Yeah, there's no like, it'll do enough to.
14 points of damage.
Holy balls.
No, the thing is that as you,
half.
when something is bloody,
That would
it does
technically make me bloody.
worse things. So like when this thing is bloodied, it's going to become like a chipper shredder.
So you guys don't want to give him a chance to attack. You want to start attacking him.
Well,
now.
no. There's no way that I will kill him with my hit.
No, yeah.
Things are not looking good.
For our hero.
We should
He's
have
got acid
just taken the
blood.
250 and left. Brother never would have found us.
That was my idea.
The
Just
dragon
saying.
turns to the bugbear and says, "Zarg." And the bugbear's like, "What? What?
Oh, he's getting backstabbed. Hit me.
What?
What?" And the dragon will turn back to you and say,
Never mind him, he's an imbecile.
Yeah, well, that imbecile just drained about a pint of my blood.
All right, so you're saying here, if we leave right now, you will not kill us.
That's right.
Like, if I just leave you alone and go that way, no one else is going to hurt me specifically.
All I care about is the treasure.
Right, so once you have the treasure, you're going to leave this place. Right?
This place has no interest to me.
So the town...
I hate apples.
Okay, right, I do too. I'm
He
sorry.
ate apples? He's gonna die. I don't know.
So what I'm saying here is that if you get your treasure, your friends, everybody will leave the town below here alone.
Yes.
If we leave right now, yes.
What if,
All right.
What if we help you? I'm hollering. What if we help you get the treasure?
He'll let us leave. We don't have to help him.
I know, but what if we help
We've
you
already
bring
got
up the
250.
treasure?
Right, but I'm going to leave. I'm just telling you, you can stay. That's fine. I'm going to go. Sir, Dragon, listen. I think that you have a great operation going here. I'm sorry that we came in. It was wrong of us.
What if I yell from the actual timbers? We've got 6 strong hands to help. If we help and you pay us a fair price, can we get you out today?
Yes. If you want to do a bluff, or what would it be? A
See, I don't think
diplomacy
it's a
check?
bluff.
Oh, no, it'd be
It's not a bluff.
Sincere.
If it's sincere.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so you have to do a diplomacy
Not
check.
sincere, it's a bluff.
It's so sincere. So, all right.
Wait,
So,
not
if
sincere.
we help you, could we have a little bit of the treasure? Let's just a little bit for helping. We're here.
6 strong hands and we can get you out today.
Okay. He says no. All right, look, we're going to go.
You know,
Listen, all right. Good talk.
compensation. Come on.
No, we 250. You're good. Right.
Okay,
So
listen.
I'm bleeding here.
I'm leaving.
I understand that. We don't necessarily have to
Like a
take
health
anything.
potion?
I'm just saying if we help him get the treasure, then he will leave faster. So it's obviously not going very fast.
6
for
strong
him.
hands. Can we
6
get you out
months
here
already.
today?
What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Out of here today.
Let's get this done.
Okay, so all right. So if we help you, you'll leave faster.
These goblins are useless.
Yo,
All right. So
But the treasure is mine.
it's
That's
yours.
yours.
I don't
It's
even
yours.
We
want
don't
that.
want it. We don't
Alright.
want it.
All we want are apples.
But we agree that. But we agree that the town and everything around here is going to stay safe. Like these little bastards are going to leave and
Stop
not
stealing
and
things.
stop stealing from the town, right?
I don't care what they do.
All right, so we can like kill them if we want to or something.
Be my
Or you can kill them and not kill us, which is fine,
Slake the bloodlust.
right? Okay, good. So let's help. Let's get you out of here. You have your treasure, and then
What do we need to drive?
we'll shake hands and part as friends. Okay, good.
You, sir, are no Braveheart.
Good plan.
I like it.
I think it's
I
good.
like it.
Does he have to roll for something or what?
I'm going to have you all,
Do strength checks.
No, everybody's going to make what's called a group diplomacy check. And what this means is the dragon is going to try to gauge the sincerity of all of you.
Oh, mother F.
I'm out here next to the bugbear bleeding, and I'm going, fuck!
Here's how it works mechanically. Only you need at least half of you to succeed at the check.
Okay,
And
and
him
it's
to believe that you are sincere.
okay. So is it 10 or better?
I won't tell you what the DC is.
Okay, so who-
right here?
So who has the highest diplomacy?
I have.
No, everybody rolls.
Oh, everybody just rolls.
everybody
Okay.
rolls their own diplomacy check.
20?
It's listed on your.
Yeah, just roll 20, whatever.
You get a bonus based
Oh,
on
thank God
what
for
your
that.
diplomacy bonus is. My many of you is going to be +0.
17!
13.
17.
13.
13.
23.
14.
23, 14,
9.
9. Oh, more priest at this point. But that's okay. The magic number was 12. So you all are able to convince the dragon that you mean to actually help him get his treasure and that you don't intend to take any of it.
Which we don't.
No.
We
Unless
don't.
it's really
Kill
cool.
him. Her.
Yes.
Whatever.
The bugbear is standing next to you, kind of going, but can I kill her?
So tempted to make a
No,
backstab.
you shouldn't do that. Don't.
Put down your mace and grab a shovel.
The 2 goblin wizards will sort of reel the bugbear in a little bit and say, Zard, get over here. And then they will just...
So we're patching ourselves up a bit.
They will pat his bottom to keep him happy.
Good game, bro. Good game. Good game.
Good game, my friend.
Good run. 14 damage, one swing.
Okay.
Solid.
So if you guys, the dragon will sort of preside over the excavation while you guys operate the pulleys and winches and stuff. You're able to get this shit out of the way, and then you realize that buried underneath the castle is a grave of what appears to be a skeletal black dragon.
Sweet.
And you see, sort of nestled in around the dragon's skeletal claws are treasure chests that he was buried with. And there are like 4 of them.
Good.
Clearly I was not very
And
sincere.
they're big.
Good. They're his.
And they got big locks built into them.
And which we're not going to try to
No,
open.
we're not gonna try
So,
to open
so
them. They're not
the
ours.
it's all up and out.
Yeah, you start to excavate it all out, and you put the big trunks one on top of the other, and the dragon is just sort of looking at them and going,
Excellent.
So we're done here then.
Steepling.
So can we clock out here,
Can we
boss?
just
We're done?
can we just go now? Is that right?
It's a standard 8. It's
he says.
It's a good day, I think.
The dragon will turn to the goblins and say,
Your services is no longer required. And if you choose to stay, that is your business.
and he will look to you and say,
You have been most helpful.
I'm glad that we met.
well, exactly.
I think that this was
Remember,
a
but
great day.
remember our names. I'll be given with lots of
If you
introductions.
ever
You know,
need
like,
some
listen,
help,
hey,
right?
right.
Ever again,
You need minions.
we not really.
We have
Here
a
comes
we-
you.
Write a little piece of paper.
Here's the card.
Here's the card.
You have done great things here today,
I agree. I think we did great work.
and the fruits of your work will be repaid in kind.
Okay.
good.
Wait,
All right.
wait
Sounds
for
like
it.
a trick. That's okay.
No,
We'll take it.
he said that we would be able to go.
all right, one last thing, the dragon basically has you kind of put all of the crates or the chests onto this net that the goblins have been weaving, just so he can basically scoop them all up and carry them while he flies.
Just saying I could unlock those for you
You
without
know-
damaging
No,
anything inside.
no.
We talked about
No.
this.
It's okay. He didn't ask for that help.
He
He's
has
okay.
acid
He's
breath.
great.
Still bleeding.
It's all right.
The dwarf slaps you with his axe and says, "Shut up. Let's
All right.
finish our day's work."
Then the dragon will, left to his own devices, take to the sky with the treasure chests hanging below him, and
Now we-
fly off, never to plague Bergensley again.
Fantastic.
Yay!
Now we look like look askance at the
And what?
bugbear, and it was like, what's
Right?
happening now?
We've still got 250
It's
waiting
like a
for us. in
Bugbear's
Burton.
like clashing his weapons together,
It's like a Mexican
It's
stand-up.
time to go.
but the goblin wizards are just trying to kind of reel him in, and they say, "No fight, no fight."
Good game. Good game.
See, that's what I'm saying. Now,
Good
now we go
game.
back. Now listen, we
Good
go
game.
back. We get the rest of our money. Mm-hmm. We walk away as heroes.
All right, but I'm robbing that guy blind.
That's fine.
Oh yeah,
Fine,
absolutely.
you
That's
can
fine.
do that.
Agreed.
You get patched up. You can do that.
Yes,
it's done.
Kira is in the Lord's panty drawers, ripping
Yes.
through his stuff to get his.
None of it's going to
secret
fit me,
treasure.
but
That's all right.
It's not really your damage. You don't have to
Okay.
get it for yourself.
The town of Bergensley is saved.
Yay!
The dragon almost assuredly will no longer, whatever's in those chests, I'm sure it's nothing dangerous.
It's
Nothing.
No.
Artifacts of power.
I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly.
suitcase nukes.
We won't ever hear about that again.
Resurrection.
Listen,
orbs.
here's what I'm saying.
No.
500 gold, right?
500.
Am I right?
Out the door!
What
What do we have to do?
Outside
Outside
the
wait a little bit.
Yeah, who cares what was in the chest? 500 gold.
I don't.
Yeah,
500 gold is better than dead.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Right?
that
We'll
is a
go with
point.
dead.
All right, well done. You
Resurrections
have
get
defeated
expensive.
the dragon of Noldoran by unconventional means.
That's right.
That's right.
We do it.
Well, that's it. That is our entire D&D adventure. The whole thing lasted about 2 hours. It was with Wizards of the Coast DM Chris Perkins, DM to the stars, and our very own really good friends Geek Chic with that gorgeous table.
I know, that was a fantastic table. Great play surface. Everything came together really, really well. Actually, I was very surprised that all of us survived the encounter. That was something I was not actually expecting.
I know, we had a wonderful twist at the end, and I thought it was really, really cool.
Why can't we be friends kind of a thing? It was very, very enjoyable.
I kind of wanted your character to get some loot.
I know, I was really kind of hoping that we could push it out a little bit further and I could steal anything? Anything would work, actually.
So what D&D is, from watching it, great, that's awesome, but what it also is it's a series that you actually keep progressing through. So since we had won this particular encounter, we would have gotten hit points added and
Could have conceivably
gone up a
continued
level.
on with these characters and told a bigger story. And actually, I think there was a lot to that story that could be written in the future.
And the cool thing about D&D is you can also replay the same adventure and get a completely different outcome because it's just you thinking of all the
Making it
different
up as you go along.
possibilities.
For the most part.
Yeah, so you can play any particular kind of characters. We had some that were pre-made, like we mentioned in one of the videos. It's Wednesday nights is the encounters for Wizards of the Coast, all over comic book shops all over the United States.
And as a matter of fact, I know that a lot of the game stores oftentimes run a regular night, like they will continue campaigns with the characters that come and go as they can. So look out at your local game store. It always definitely pays off to be involved in your local community. If you enjoy playing Dungeons & Dragons or had never heard it before, go ahead and drop us a line. Let us know what you thought. Maybe you want to see more of this kind of encounter for us to show you, or maybe you thought that we could have done something different. We'd be happy to hear about that too. Well, maybe begrudgingly happy.
Yeah, so comment down there and let us know what your favorite characters to play are. Like I particularly played a drow. That was really, really fun. Normally I'm more animated in D&D games. I do run but I'm in a campaign with James Wyatt, who wrote 4th edition.
Yeah.
Dropping the names there for those in the know. But you can play pretty much whatever you want to. Like the book that I was playing from, you could play a vampire or a vampire killer for that matter.
Yeah. Which I think that's pretty popular these days.
Yeah.
You could make your own slash fiction where you finally get to kill people from Twitter. Think about that if you're tired of it.
So Geek Chic tables, buy one. Wizards of the Coast, D&D, play it.
It's everything you want in a game.